Perfect timing, actually, Wolfie. Perfect timing. Hey, thank you for the raid, Wolfie. I can actually address this raid because I won't be able to address the raids. I'm not following you, Wolfie. I need to fix that. I won't be able to address the raids while I'm playing because I will be too focused on the game. I will be too focused on the game to be able to address raids and stuff so much. Uh, but thank you for raiding. What are you streaming, Wolfie? What are we streaming? And welcome, Raiders. If you don't know me, my name is Cinna. I'm a Living Cinema VTuber. I'm a variety streamer. And tonight we are doing D&D, and we are facing the final boss. I thought I already had Lil. It's Val Flirt Milk. Oh, hi Flirt Milk. Doom Dark Ages. Nice. Nice. Before I forget, Wolfie and anybody that came with raid, if you need to raid a run, if you need to go eat, drink, sleep, do after stream care, 110% go do that. Do not feel obligated to stay. If you do stay, we would love to have you here to hang out. But if you have to raid and run, that's completely understandable. Don't fail now. I've had a shitty week, so I'm hoping I won't fail because I'm hoping all the shit luck I've had so far this week, because I've broken like 5+ things this week. I'm not even joking. I'm hoping that shit luck is because we're manifesting it all for today. I'm hoping that's why I've had shit luck this week. Yeah, I've had a bit of a shitty week. But with that, hee hee hee, ha ha ha, hoo hoo hoo. Zelda, will you stop messing with the box, please? Please, kitty. But I'm going to undeafen and unmute so you can hear my fellow players. And Cat, stop messing with the box. You can be heard on stream. Oh, that fucking laugh. That fucking giggle is evil. Oh, that fucking giggle scares me.
Great, actually.
I hate it. That fucking giggle is. Wait, wrong face. I forget which one I binded each one to. It's that one. It's 5. There we go.
It's time. It's finally time.
It's time. Be scared. It's time. Be scared.
Hang on. Wait. Hang on. It's time.
Holy shit.
we literally looked at Austin and said, "Can you take this more seriously?" And he said, "Cinna, Draco," and we're just like, too serious, but also serious enough.
Actually, here's the funny thing. That piece of art that Austin's showing, actually, the artist is in the chat right now. Hey, Val. Shameless promo. Go buy that friend's art.
Promotion for him.
Val, you did this amazing work.
You made this.
I will be sure to come hunting you down later, Val. For commissions, of course. It's Christmas. Shush, or I'll draw you again.
Gosh.
Can Austin really take anything seriously? To a certain extent. This is as serious as he's gonna get. But is everybody ready? Because it's final boss time, and I'm nervous.
Oh.
And I'm fucking terrified. This bitch is coming for my soul.
What do we do if they come for our shins?
We cry. That's what we do. We cry. That's all we can do is cry.
Oh yes, Cinna, have you got the little stream open on Discord?
I do have it open on Discord, so the music can be heard once you start playing
Good.
it. But with that, I will let Sunny take over.
And give me a second, I just did a primal growl in the excitement from deep within my core, and I started to hurt my throat for a second.
Also, obviously none of you guys can see it on stream, but me and Sunny are both wearing our epic sweaters.
Twinsies. For the good luck.
Please.
Yeah.
Please find a new musical.
Thank
No.
you. Thank you. I'm glad.
Fine, would you prefer Hamilton,
Heather's.
Hades Town, Heather's Way?
You know
We
what?
could-
Okay, I can't listen. I was a Heather's bitch. Oh, you know what? I can't be a hypocrite.
You were meant to be mine.
We found our
I'm just
antagonist.
going to say this.
I remember the
I'm
first
just
time I
gonna say
sang that
this: if
VC,
you
you were
want,
like, you cannot sing that. That does not fit you. You were not that. You are not. What did you even say?
I'm
You're
gonna
not like
say
a what,
this.
fucking Cinderella?
You are not a
Yandere, whatever it is.
yandere. You're not a yandere.
Yeah.
No way, motherfucker. I'm just gonna say you can judge me however you want, but I'm gonna say that the song that I memorized the most, weirdly enough, is fucking Candy Store.
Welcome to my candy store. Time for you to prove you're not a loser anymore. And step into my candy store.
All right, Sonny, you ready?
You can join the team, bitch,
Yeah.
and moan.
We can only postpone install so long, Draco. I'm sorry.
But I am indeed ready. I may
Okay,
need
I'll
to get
get-
water later. And my drinks are upstairs, but I am ready.
Let me get Aster into his face, because this is his current face.
I will be very restless, so more than likely I will be moving up and about.
That is
So if
okay.
you hear chair creaking noises, that's why.
That
Because
is
I'm in
okay.
a really shitty chair.
That is a-okay.
I think gonna get the shock
But-
of a lifetime when Atreus comes out looking different.
Angry now.
The only 6-foot thing about this motherfucker is his grave.
He's 7. He took by the neck of Atreus. Atreus 7 foot, not 6.
Let's
Yes.
go. Everyone, if you could be silent for a mere moment.
Could you also speak up a little, Sonny? You need to speak up a little.
You need to move the mic closer.
Croissant.
Not that close.
Not that close. Don't blow our eardrums out.
But
Anyway, you
are
sound great
you
now.
ready? Are you ready?
As ready as we're gonna get.
Yes.
On the last time of the Lost Mines of Phandelver, you've been drawn to a place that reminisces somewhat that you can only conclude as the kingdom of Drakmoon. In exploring the place further, you manage to find, laid out like it's a funeral, a elven woman. Before then soon finding the necromancer. And he tries to convince dear Aster to wield the sorcerer's heart to his will. But Aster would not be swayed and instead used the heart against the necromancer himself, where he then fled to this very arena. And now, we begin with a singing draconic skeleton opening its jaws to reveal a glowing green orb, siphoning towards the necromancer himself. As we begin combat, roll initiative.
Oh,
Yes!
oh no.
Oh no. But also, yes, over here.
Yes. That's a yes.
Okay. Where's my sheet? That's the wrong tab. There we go.
Where do we put our initiative again?
Okay.
So there's the initiative tracker in the add your tokens to your initiative, and then in the initiative tracker on Owlbear, add your initiative. Where the fuck is my dice bag?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. It's gone. It's left.
We win. I can kill this fucker. We win. Wee.
No dice.
How do
No
I add
rolls.
myself to the initiative tracker?
I can end you in a
Oh,
breath. And I
click
will.
your token, like in the same way that you would
Yeah.
to try to add
Yeah,
like
just
your
like
name.
left click it, and then there's the 3 dots and add to initiative. There you go. Done it for you.
Yeah.
And what did you roll?
I did not.
Oh, it worked.
Well, you're about to see.
Oh.
Oh, you rolled a
Oh,
6.
no!
Well, I guess the heal's going to be coming in a bit late. Unless you know Nez now rolls a 1. So.
Hey, sometimes that could be to your advantage, okay?
Sometimes. Technically, the healer going last is not actually bad. It's probably more optimal, even. Two out of 3 ain't bad.
I love that. By the way, I timed the playing of the music perfectly with Sunny's talking.
You did.
When she's like, and now, and then he's like, starts singing. The dragon sings. Oh.
See?
Thank you. I need that hydrate. Oh.
Hang on, I'm just gonna turn this up for like a second just so it's like.
Damn. He's faster than me.
Ooh, 2 out of
I hope
3
you
ain't
guys like
bad.
it.
That's good.
I'm gonna name this.
Now, how long did I make this loop for? I made this loop for. Alright, so we're gonna be listening before it fully loops through the song and starts again. It's 40 minutes.
Okay,
wow.
good.
It's a lot
That's-
longer
that's-
than I thought I did.
We might need that time, depending on how this goes.
I mean, even then, if it restarts, it's gonna go back to the beginning and just do the Daisy bit, like build up, and then go back to this.
Yeah.
But I like literally as he was starting up stream, I fixed it because I realized the like dum 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 like the waltz bit that's bouncing from left to right. At some point, because I extended the thing, I forgot to extend the pan of that, so it just stuck to the right side. When I was listening to it before, I was like, that doesn't sound right, so I quickly fixed it and just copied and pasted the part where it did bounce.
Ah. Huh?
That's been established. Why is that gonna? Why has that got a role for it though?
What is hair?
Excusez-moi.
It's the orb that suddenly said siphoning to the fucker in the dragon's mouth.
Atreus
I'm
will
gonna just
smash it.
Are we ready?
As ready as we
Bomb.
As ready as we're gonna be.
Well then, if that's the case, let's begin. We start the initiative with Atreus. What shall you do, mighty soldier?
Now I remember the plan, but is now a good time to establish that I've forgotten the order of the plan.
Oh my god. Did you really?
Just the order of what I'm meant to do. I know what I meant to do. I just don't remember the order of it. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm going to.
If you're gonna do anything, message it to me.
Let me DM it to him real quick.
While they're refreshing Snapchat, how you like this so far? I see a couple of my buddies in there. How y'all doing?
I'm really surprised Sinnoh didn't just send a message just like, you fucking idiot, the first thing.
I don't have time to fucking cuss you out.
I mean, you technically do, it's just the pressure makes it feel like there's no time at all.
In reality, you have like 4 hours. Yeah, no, he has a mechanical keyboard.
You can tell when Sinnoh's swearing in messages, she's not fucking around.
President Cold Turkey, Ava?
I guess, I say, wait, so do this? She says, literally everything in the fucking order I sent it, Austin. I'm like, okay.
Like, it doesn't get more clear than that.
It doesn't.
I'm
Alright.
sorry if I was too mean, though.
That did feel a bit mean. I was like, ow.
I apologize. That is not my intention to be mean.
No, that's fine.
The anxious
That's-
happiness. The anxiousness.
The anxiety. Okay. Wait, hang. That doesn't use a spell slot, does it? The first thing?
It does not, because it is a scroll.
It's an item.
It's an item.
Yeah, okay. So then Atreus is going to use the Scroll of Silence
That we've had
fucking
since
decades
Vixar.
ago. That we've had since this little fucker's right-hand man got his skull caved. I was going to say cave skulled in. I'm gonna use it and plop it right on top of him. And now I need a circle. How wide is it again? Like 20 feet?
Pulling it up. It is, yes, a 20-foot radius spear. So it should be this, all the way to
so
here.
it should be bigger.
Yeah, to the full extent of that square.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
all right. And then Atreus is going to ready Divine Smite at the 2nd level. And then he is going to move as far as you can. And that'll be all.
I'm like checking something real quick. Oh my god. Wait.
What's happened there? What just happened there?
Oh my god. Wait. Oh fuck. Wait.
Did you fuck up?
No. Hold on. Just give me a second. Holy shit. Wait. Wait. Oh my god. Wait.
What do you fuck up? It's fine. But
Okay, that. Okay, so I didn't expect to have to use this so soon. But wait, can you counter spell a
Uh-huh.
scroll? Can you counter
You
spell a
can't.
scroll? Hold on.
I can't from
You
what I
can't.
remember. You can't from what I remember.
Fuck. Wait.
It
Wait.
it is up to DM's discretion. Typically, you shouldn't, but
Oh shit.
For everyone who can't see Sunny, she's already in shambles.
I think
she's already in fucking shambles.
I think
I didn't prepare for this. I forgot you had no.
Oh, she forgot I had it.
I keep track of our shit, Sonny.
The only thing this man can cast now is counterspell.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Sonny, you got a choice to make.
Yeah,
This
choice
is
to make,
so
buddy.
much better if I keep it like this. I have to. This is so good. I can't. There's no way I can't let this happen. I'm just in.
Me and Cinna planned this like a week ago. Planned this situation a week ago. Or was it 2 weeks ago? Something like that. Either way.
So, you prep that stuff. Is that your turn?
That's everything I can do.
He did
cannot
that,
do
prepped to
anything
smite,
else.
and then moved.
Okay.
So I did this. Yeah, I did the scroll. I have second level smite, divine, ready on the hammer, and I moved 30 feet.
Okay. Next turn. Aster, what are you gonna do?
I'm
Disintegrate the
going to-
man.
I'm going to enlarge both Dyrex and Atreus using a sorcery point to twin spell it. So both of you are now enlarged, and so you get a plus d4 to your attacks. You get 1d4 to your attacks, basically. And you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Sunny does not look impressed.
Wait, with my choices?
No, just like she's like she had the face, like had the look on her face. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Keep going. Keep going. Explain more.
Don't push her buttons. I think I don't want to push her buttons.
Keep going.
So I think we can push our buttons a little bit, not terribly, but a little bit.
But yeah,
I can
let me.
tell the look. That is the look DM who. That is the look of a DM who knows their players are actually thinking.
Okay. I
Go
have to
for
just-
it. She's
here.
loving it.
What's the green circle that Dyrex has again?
It's his spell that he
is
casts
meant to
before
be
him.
hope.
Ah,
So now that I have that casted, I want to
Yeah.
ask one thing, Sunny. He is siphoning magic from the orb, right?
Yes,
And I can't. You.
it looks like such.
It looks like such.
Also, Sunny, move the mic a little bit.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
quiet again.
well. Nah.
Okay.
There you go.
So, it looks like he's siphoning it. I can't. Obviously, that fucking sorcerer's heart was only a one-time use, so I can't use that on the orb to take its power. So, the best I can do is. The best I can do is. I already used my action to... Was it an action? Let me make sure. Yeah, I used an action to cast that spell, so I can't...
Mhm.
I can't, like, examine the orb more, can I? Since I cast that spell?
You won't be able to do anything, but I'd say yes, you can get like a quick, like, glance and like potentially decide. It will be a higher DC though.
That is it's a higher DC while I'm casting this spell on this turn, or will it be lower the next turn?
To do it as a bonus action.
Okay. So, to do it as a bonus action. Okay. I will, then in that case, I will use that bonus action to examine that orb and see if I can decipher, if Aster can decipher exactly what he's doing with it. And maybe what it even is in its entirety.
Alrighty. Give me a intelligence check.
Intelligence check? Wouldn't it be Arcana?
Yes.
It would be actually. Thank you for the correction.
18 plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 24.
You think that it is a. You think that it's potentially a. You think it's somewhat similar to like a spellcasting focus, but like cranked up a couple notches. Where in a sense of it's not used to actually cast the spells, but it's used to allow them to keep casting spells.
So basically, it's something to allow someone to keep casting spells.
Yes. Or in mechanical terms, unlimited amount of essentially refill his spell slots used.
Got it. I can't, obviously, it takes an action to speak, so I can't relay this information yet.
Nope.
So, sadly, that's being kept to myself, but that is okay. And that will be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Next, it's the Death Necromancer. Now, here's the question: did you, Austin? Did you place it on, or let me look at what silence does again, real quick.
If
How
I
about you
could place it on
its area?
him, if it was on him, that'd be busted because that means there is no spells at all.
Actually, it depends on the wording of the spell, because some spells that are areas
Oh.
can be attached to items, like darkness, for example.
Oh,
So it's possible. I forgot though.
look it up, because I'm not sure, because he may have been able to put it on him. Because that was I think he may have put it on him.
Yeah, I'm quickly pulling it up.
Okay, I'm reading it now.
Center on a point you choose.
Centered on a point.
Oh, so it's on
So
him.
it doesn't say.
Center any.
It doesn't say specifically an item or specifically a spot.
But you can
It says
put
a
it on
point.
any. But you can put it on
So it
an
has-
item on him,
Center.
like his
You
robes.
can't put it on the Necromancer.
You can put it on an item
So-
on him,
No, it doesn't specify.
But that's the thing. If it says you can put it on a point like an does it? So when it says point, does it mean area or item? Because I'm confused now.
Area.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. How much movement does this Necromancer have?
He doesn't even have 20, so he can't get out.
Undead actually don't have a lot of movement speed, so yeah, that makes sense.
He doesn't even have 20, does he?
That's where it's turn in.
He has 25?
Yes.
Then let me just...
No, keep it there.
I wasn't being genuine, I was just being like, let me just fix this. Yeah, get back in there. No spells.
I just realized.
Look,
Oh yeah, right. We're big.
Yeah, you are big. You are big. You are now technically large.
Yeah, so you would be.
No, I'm here. Or am I here?
Because
Your
you
turn.
are a big creature, you count as
Take up
4
4.
squares, so you're like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So everything of 4 squares is more like 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
what this man shall do, because he's not going to throw off anything too big just yet.
Move the mic a bit
Will
closer, please.
do-
Yeah. Closer. You're
Ah!
quiet.
He keeps
Stop.
moving out of the way.
Please don't scream into it repeatedly, I will say.
I'm not. I'm just like moving it.
I mean, when you get it, don't do the
Still.
into it. Please and thank you.
Okay, fair enough. But how much would that fit? Okay, so it's that much to hit. I assume not, but does an 11 hit? Oh wait, I have to roll.
For who?
Oh wait, I don't roll to hit with this. Okay.
Say who?
That is fair. That isn't my bad, but where are my 4? Because I forgot this spell. You don't
What
need to
spell?
roll. You don't need to roll to hit.
What spell is it?
So it's
So it was the one Cinna talked about before. I'm gonna kill Sunny.
So Atreus,
Yeah.
you see the necromancer walk out of the spell effect, the area of effect, before bringing a hand towards you, saying something in Undercommon, as you see from 3 fingertips, 3 things of light rush towards you. As they get closer and closer, they look very similar to Skull as they hit your body.
Look
And
very similar to what?
Skull,
Is that
as
Oh.
magic?
as he's using magic missile.
Yeah, I figured
And
as
you
much it was
pretend it.
magic missile. Because it's too early for.
How much do I take?
10.
Okay.
It's an auto hit spell.
Yeah.
Unless you have a very specific spell.
I'll save that for later.
And that's all he said he's gonna do. Now it's your turn. Oh, now it's Direx's turn.
Alrighty. So, starting at the gate. 1, 5, 2, 3. And then main action, I'm going to be casting Bless and targeting all 3 of us. So for the next minute, whenever you guys make an attack roll, you can add an extra 1d4 to your total roll.
So we get an extra 2d4, 1 because we're big, and 2 because of you.
Yep.
Yep.
Damn.
And
Sonny's done. Sonny's fucking done with us.
I just saw her.
I
Just walk off, grabs a book, sits down.
Oh, I just forgot
I've
the
s-
information where I wrote the information for health points.
Oh,
listen. I'm just saying. I can sometimes be a force to be reckoned with when I use my brain. Not the biggest force in the world, but sometimes I can be tricky.
To quickly roleplay it out, as Direct starts charging through towards the necromancer. As holding up his shield, he starts to chant out his usual mantras. As quickly blooming from his shield flies out 3 little ghostly jade-colored dragons that are now circling around all 3. As you guys feel you're being watched over and guided.
I didn't even think of flavoring the spell. I was so focused on the fight, I didn't think to flavor enlarge. Just imagine you're surrounded by a fiery blue aura.
so in depth.
I'm just gonna say this. I've been playing D&D for a while, and I just really love flavoring my magic. So don't feel too bad about it, Cinna. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay,
It's-
next it's
Heh.
as you just see a bit of magic go towards the necromancer, and that's the end of his turn. Atreus, it's your turn.
That's it. All right. Okay. So, Sonny, what was that thing that we said that we forgot about? By the way, about Atreus, the thing that I chose at the very beginning.
Crusher feet?
Yeah, it was like with the bludgeoning, I can knock them back, right?
Yeah, you can move them in a direction 5 feet.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Are you trying to push
you.
him back into the silence?
Oh, you
So then,
can.
what was that? I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go here. I'm not gonna move any more than this. And now I'm gonna hit him with my divine smitten war hammer.
You ready? You
So
ready
now
it
I
a
need to
second time,
roll to
right?
hit.
You doubled it up, right? Austin, you
Can I do that?
doubled it. Yes. You have
Yeah.
one ready, and you can
use
cast
a
another
bonus
with
action
your bonus
to start-
action.
What, another divine or thunderous?
Divine. Any of your smites.
Thunderous.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
use
but-
Thunderous, and then you can add another Divine on top of it if you land the hit.
Well, I have okay.
You can
So
do
then-
divine or thunderous.
Divine-
Let me see what thunderous does real quick.
It
Okay,
creates
quick reminder,
Thunderous,
divine-
it does, yeah, it creates a big boom
Divine-
and also can knock the enemy prone.
That would be good to
Yeah.
use along with
Here's the thing,
everything you have.
I'll double it up with Thunderous. That's the bonus action. So now, let me pull up Thunderous Smite then. No, I don't want Baldur's Gate. I want D&D.
You do not have it on your character sheet?
No, I just don't have like the damage stuff on my character sheet. That's it.
Okay.
All
How
right.
do you not have the damage?
No, I just don't have the what dice it is. That's it. Okay. So now I'm rolling the hit. Well, so it's a 23 hit.
Yes.
Good to know.
And
Good
now
to know.
you not only knock him back, but knock him prone.
Okay. No, but now I get to roll damage. So
Damage
that's
plus Thunder Smite damage. Plus, if you're adding that on top, adding Divine Smite on top for that double smite, radiant damage.
So it's divine, radiant, the attack itself, and then you're doing the push him back thing, right?
yes.
So you will be pushing him back
So
5 feet and knocking him prone as well.
yeah. Wait, so
Actually, no, you'll be
hang
pushing
on,
him.
so
You'll
20.
be pushing him back actually
20
even more than 5, because that's 15 feet actually. Because Thunderous
Yeah,
Smite knocks
Yeah,
it back.
because it's 5 feet for the it's 5 feet for the feet, 10 feet for Thunderous.
Yep, and then he's knocked prone as well.
I'm just making sure, like 20 with a crit, that means they get max potential plus a roll, right? Or
Yeah.
am I
Did you
thinking
roll
of?
on that?
No, I didn't. No, I rolled an 18, but it's 18 plus 5.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah. If I rolled a nat 20, we'd be playing a different game. That'd be 25. It'd be as old as Sinner. Anyway.
Mm.
That's not my D10, that's my D100. Okay,
Don't forget, you get to
so
add a D4 in that too. 2 actually.
I get to add 2 D4s. And now I have multiple sets of dice, so I can just roll them all at the same time.
Yes.
Okay. So that is 10 plus 8 plus 3 plus 2. So that is 23 with just base. 23 base damage
And that's bludgeoning.
with just... That's just the bludgeoning.
Okay, cease for a second.
But hang on.
I'm doing some math because he did find out something else. Because I'm doing a little thing where called where I'm doing certain things damage that do not fully double, but basically equivalent of 1.5 damage. So how much was him?
No, that's not with divine stuff yet.
No. How much was
Oh.
bludgeoning?
It was 23. So 23 times 1.5 would technically be 0.5, like something 0.5.
That would
So you can
turn
round
into
it up or round it down.
35. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm rolling for the divine radiant damage. Get these out. Okay. That is 9 radiant.
Okay. 9 radiant.
Wait, hang on. Because it's on my thing, it's 3d8.
Mhm.
But would that mean that I add 8 to it because I like hit the 20 mark or no?
No, you only would have added
Okay.
a D8 if you
So
upped the
then-
level, because you cast it at a level 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, so then you should be rolling.
So yeah, so it's just 3. It's 3.
Yeah,
Because
it's
it's
3.
normally
You
2
roll
at
3.
level 1.
Well,
You roll 3d8.
actually, wouldn't it be 4? Because reminder, Divine Smite gets an extra die if the target is a fiend or undead.
That's true.
Then let me roll an extra then. I fucking hit the side. That is 2. Okay, so it's just 11. Radiant. And then, what do I need? I need 2d6 for the thunder. Okay.
And
That's 9 thunder damage as well.
don't forget your 2d4.
And now he must succeed. I already... No, the 2d4 with the bludgeoning already.
Oh, okay. He must succeed a
So he's
strength
no
save.
longer double digits.
What did you just say?
No, not double digits. He's no longer triple digits.
Triple!
Remember, you
Fucking
used his
mean
weakness
triple.
against him. This
I'm
is
more
a boss,
concerned on
Austin.
the fact that he has I know, but I'm more concerned with the fact that he just has triple. Or had. But now he has to succeed a strength check.
Nat 1.
Then he
He-
gets pushed 15.
He gets
Oh yeah, he gets pushed back 15 feet. If he had succeeded, it would have just been 5.
But he's knocked back 15 and knocked prone.
So that fucker can't move.
He can get up. It
Oh,
will
they
take
have to
half
move
his movement.
15, they have to- which is 25, meaning he'll only be able to move like 10 feet.
Which also makes you
Yeah,
have to say
he
this.
exactly moved.
I also think
What? Sinner what?
I was gonna say, he is knocked prone, and I was only gonna say this. Austin, did you use all your movement for your turn? The full 30 feet?
I started here, and technically 2 is 10, right?
Mhm.
Oh, I started here. So 2 is 10, so that means... Or 2 is 5, technically, rather. So... Right? For a big... It's 2 is 5? Or am I seeing things?
Is it like
I think we've
this?
seen
Wh-
things.
Is it like
mean,
this?
if he
So
is there-
5.
What, Draco?
Yeah. So it'd be 5, 10, stuff like that. If you look at
5,
Direct, for
10,
example.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I used all of it.
Okay, that's not bad, but still. I was asking in case there was any left to close the distance still.
None.
If that's your turn, though.
That's my turn, because I have nothing else to do.
Aster.
Yeah, I hear
Boy.
you. I hear you.
What?
Don't call me boy.
Are you gonna do what I think you do? I think you
Boy.
plan on doing?
What do you think I'm gonna do? What do you think?
Kaboom.
I am thinking kaboom. But also, I've got to do something small first to make sure kaboom is what I think it is. But, I will say, Aster will, even while concentrating, even while concentrating, I can cast a spell, right? A regular level spell?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not gonna throw anything big at this. Just something sizable enough to be able to tell. You hear...
Oh, I thought you were gonna. Okay.
What did you think I was gonna do?
Remember the sorcerer card?
Yes.
That's what
What
I
do you-
was gonna do.
You thought I was gonna use it on Heh?
No, not a hand. On the sorcerer. On the necromancer.
I have a plan for that one. Don't you worry, your pretty little head. Unless, and I will ask this of my teammates, because they have equal say since this is such a big thing. Actually, let me say this. How hurt does he look?
He went from triple digits to double digits.
That doesn't say he's super hurt or not. How hurt does he look? He looks decently hurt, very hurt,
Yeah.
exceedingly hurt,
Decently.
decently hurt. One more, guys, or no?
What, you saying like one more turn before you pull the trigger?
Yes. One more turn or no?
Uh,
I'd say turn.
does that mean Asta's next turn or Asta's next turn?
Next turn.
One more.
One more? Okay. But sadly, this will take up my action because this is an action thing. But Aster does call out to you both and says to you, and says aloud, he says,
that's the loop. That's a very jarring loop.
Aster does call aloud and he does say, he's using the orb to replenish his spells. And that takes the whole action, right, Sunny?
No, it's free.
Oh, it's free? Okay, good. So in that case, how fragile does that orb look?
Really
Well,
fragile.
it's singing again. It's singing.
Really fragile?
So,
So in that case then, I will use the simplest of things. And I don't want to go too big because I want to make sure this isn't going to be something that's going to backfire. So first thing I'm going to do is instead, just to test it and see, finger guns, because it's a bonus action, hee. Finger gun that fucking orb, because I want to see how it reacts when hit by magic.
Roll out.
I'm gonna finger the orb.
Yeah, that's why I asked that, Austin, but you put in chat, that's why I asked that. But if you could move anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's a-
I didn't
why
put
is-
two and two together.
Okay, so let me pull up his thing real quick. Does a cat 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does a 16 hit that thing?
It does.
So
In fact, it's a quadruple crit. Why? Because this thing has 4 AC.
Whoa.
Okay. I didn't think finger
Go.
guns would do it in, but okay. Can we just say it's gone? Because there's no need to roll, I think.
It's only 1 HP.
So, yeah. Sans, is that you in there?
So
It has 4 AC and 1 HP.
Yikes.
So you see Aster. He at first seems like he's going to blast off something bigger, but instead you see him actually settle on a spell that you guys know very well, or at least Atreus does, that is a simpler one. It's finger gun. You see him simply point his finger as a flame, wait, is finger gun's force?
Say hello to the brand new kitchen gun! Sparkles like new.
Force damage, yeah. You see a blue force. It's reminiscent of flames, but it's obviously isn't. Shoot out from his finger and hit that orb dead on. And
as it
when it hit,
shatters into pieces, almost in a magical display, as you hear in your head for the briefest of moments, "Thank you," before the skeleton of the dragon itself collapse, and you see it begins the begin it starts the beginning of disintegrating itself.
Aster, after hearing that, Aster looks the necromancer dead in the eyes and says, "You fucking monster. You'll pay for their life too." And what other spell do I want to use? Because that was a cantrip, so I can cast still one regular spell alongside it.
Hang on.
So now is destroyed.
Hang on.
What?
What race was the fair lady again?
A dragon.
Yeah.
That was the fucking fair lady?
Yeah, but I'll be honest, if she's a dragon skeleton here, dude, that was a mercy. Let's be honest here with ourselves.
But still, that's still monstrous.
It's monstrous. It's horrible. He's gonna pay for that one too. And so with that, we will stick to something simple. Because I still have 4 of them. I'm gonna just fiery chromatic orb the... Let me make sure I got the distance on this first.
Drink.
Let me make sure I got the distance on this first. Yeah, I do. First level chromatic orb.
Blessed.
Chromatic orb.
So that is I get a +6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 21 to hit.
That hits.
And that is staying at first level. So we are just rolling
I was gonna be so concerned if Sunny said 23 didn't hit. I was gonna
3d8.
fucking... When I come over there, I'm gonna fucking choke you out.
Don't choke out Sunny. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about
You put the
my
fucking
MVP.
AC over 20! It's worthy of it!
I invited you to meet my friends in the pub server, and you do this to me?
You apologize
Yes.
to Sunshine.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry!
Okay, decent enough roll.
Ah!
1, 2. Ow! 1, 2,
Sorry.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 16 damage.
Alrighty. Ten away from the funny number.
10 away from the funny number.
Higher or lower?
Higher.
Alright, so we know what health he's at now.
Yeah, but Austin, don't do that because that did hurt everybody's ears.
Fair enough.
Is that your turn?
I did that. I chromatic orbed him. Yes, that is my turn.
Oh, I realized I could have tried to counterspell that if I wanted to. Eh.
Remember, I also counterspell.
Okay. So he's gonna take 15 feet to stand up, and then he's gonna just do a little thing of back away from you.
Austin, you know what to do.
And then use again his action to get out of the sphere. Or that was only wait, hold on. Oh. 10, 15.
Ooh, I didn't mean to do that.
25.
Wait. How is he able to move
Hang
that
on.
far?
Oh, because he used his action
Okay.
to move, to dash.
Wow.
We can't do anything else now.
Austin, you know what to do, though. You have the ability to close that easy.
Prank him, John.
Get his ass, Austin.
Well,
Get his
Dyrax
ass.
has to go first.
Yeah, I know. I just think it's funny, because you'll know what to do.
Alright. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and dash, so. There we
Damn.
go. So you just see this old man hauling ass with his clink, 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 charging through the muck menacingly. As you know what, he just holds out his mace and you see it flaring with light the moment he gets.
Well, shit.
Actually, you know what? I realized bonus action. I'm casting spiritual weapon. Fuck you.
Aw.
As a giant great sword manifests right in front of the necromancer. I'm just gonna get a random token,
Put it like
and I'm gonna
over
roll the
here.
hit.
Put it like right over here. So then you can go here. He can go here.
Hang on. I got it. I got it.
The fucking goose.
Here's your great
It's a
sword.
goose with a sword. The goose sword.
I mean, oh, you can use this.
There we go. There you go. Let me double check.
As if we don't
on
need
what it
anything
goes-
else,
because I
Austin. We
think
got
it
the goose
goes
sword.
off my.
I know.
Alright. And I love the fact that it just lasts for a minute. Alright. Melee spell.
Sonny, I can
Alright,
see
so
you.
I need to roll good to hit.
No.
Hey, Sonny. So
Yeah?
that's going to be a nat 20, totaling 24.
Looking up and down at the book is crazy.
Oh god.
That hits. It's not a crit, but it hits.
I forgot to add my bless to that. Hang on.
Oh. Roll that bless.
Okay, my bless with that.
And
my
don't forget
bless
the
would make that
strength.
a 25, if that matters.
25.
To hit.
The music's skipping bad.
It doesn't. It's still just super hits.
Okay.
Wait. Oh wait, no, it's a spiritual thing. Unless it's gonna be big because he's big. Does the enlarged thing affect it too?
Oh wait,
No,
yeah,
it-
because I want to do this. Because I want to do this for the fun.
No,
Counter.
enlarged.
Let's see if he counterspells it and wastes the spell slot.
I mean, do you want him to counterspell it?
Oh wait, it's a level 2. So counterspell technically would instantly. But this looks so fun, and I want it to be fun.
There you go.
This man is supposed to be smart, but I
I
don't
mean-
want to be smart for the funny.
So he's panicking,
I mean, it's
counterspelling.
entirely up to you.
Let me just read the intricacies of counterspell again real quick, just to make sure I have my shit.
To make sure I got my shit correct. Look sweet, a paw, seed of a bicycle bill for two.
Okay, so it would just instantly get rid of this. I don't want him to be a complete biggest, so unfortunately he will counterspell it.
Let me look one thing up real quick.
That's fine.
Are you gonna counterspell it too?
I'm just looking at something real quick, see if I want to do this.
If you're looking up if you can counterspell a counterspell, yes.
Yes, I know that. I'm deciding if I want to.
I mean, I personally don't see a reason to, but that's just me.
I won't do it.
And you're not in range, so.
Yeah. That was another reason why.
Sunny's suffering.
So unfortunately, he does counter your magic weapon, your sacred weapon, or spiritual weapon.
All right. So I will say this: as Dyrax is doing his chain and summons the blade. How does he counteract the spell?
You see him fling his hand forward as a I want to say cloud of spores all of a sudden engulfs your magic before you see it like flicker in front of you and disappear completely.
I was about to say, like, it would fizzle away.
Fizzle away, I'm throwing away some
How disgraceful. Already resorting to such cheap tricks.
I'm panicking, okay?
He's just scowling at you.
I'm
But
panicking.
It's fine.
But now,
we go to the top.
Wait, before we move, before you move, Asta, I want to see one thing. Okay. So that would be there. I could do it. I'm looking at one thing real quick. So
Sunny, you're adorable.
10, 15, and Austin,
Yeah.
push him back again. Remember, I'm doing the thing.
I can only push him back 5.
You have the smite. Or if you
Not
want
active,
to.
though. I don't think.
But if I use
It's a
Misty
bonus
Step
action.
to close the gap, that's the bonus action.
Oh, that is the bonus action. Ah, okay, never mind then. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Actually,
So again,
hang on.
it'll be your next turn. So, Draco, on your next turn, just fucking the whole ass.
Hit and run.
The Simpsons? Hit and run? Where?
I'm gonna grab something real quick.
Okay. So Atreus runs.
You still would like to push him back the
Actually-
extra.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Move the air.
Hang on. Real quick. Quick correction. Atreus, you still are focusing on the Thunderous Smite, right? Just to make sure.
No, I used that already.
Yeah, no, are you focusing on the spell?
On the
Wait, does the spell
silence?
continue going after?
Yes. Smites is if you concentrate on them, last for a minute. They do not go away after hit. It never specifies it.
Wait.
I have the
As-
thing
I've
open.
never known.
Listen, concentration up to a minute. The first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Good attempt, Draco.
You already
but
dropped
it's-
it.
Yeah.
Good attempt, but you can't cheese smites.
Yeah.
No, because I know with some of them they continue onward. I forgot with Thunderous Might. It is after the first hit, but I know some of them actually continue on.
Check for
Yeah,
Divine
Thunderous and
Smite then.
Divine don't. I
Okay,
don't
yeah.
think Divine
I
does.
just wanted to drink.
Like, let me double check it.
Take a look at it real quick to be sure.
Divine Smite.
Well, Divine Smite is definitely one-time use because its stipulation is you can only use Divine Smite.
Yeah, duration instantaneous. So, technically, yeah, it's the second you use it. Technically. Otherwise, from where Atreus was, he uses Misty Step to teleport 30 feet and then runs the rest of the way over to here. While Sunny pours her Dr. Pepper into a glass.
Shush.
And then I'm going to just roll the normally hit with the Hammer of War. Dad of Boy.
War.
Okay. Does a... What is that? That's a 10. So there's a 15 hit.
No.
Fuck. That's my first of 2 attack rolls though. So how about 24?
That does hit.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So now that's 2d10 plus a d4. Okay. Okay. That is... So what do you think of that? 19 damage.
Bludgeoning?
Yep.
Hold on. Let me do some quick maths real quick. Okay.
It's 28.5. So 28 or 29. Pick your poison.
So that's 29 damage. 29?
Yep.
So he's at 50 HP. You've done 100 damage.
And 150? Damn.
Yeah.
So I did over 50 in my first attack. Atreus is fucked.
You are going up against your best
Atreus
enemy
is
to fight
fucked.
against. Atreus is stronger naturally against undead. It's just how it is.
Big Atreus is fucked up.
Oh, don't forget your D4. Did you add that?
Oh, you
Yes.
Okay, good.
I added that.
Also, thank you for the hydrate, Wolfie.
Thank you.
Gave you on the 4.
I mean, listen, you're literally a paladin fighting a necromancer.
Don't
You're gonna
die.
play in the class built for them.
Yeah.
This is what you are.
It may not have been your main story point for you, this necromancer, but you are built for fighting him.
Nuh-uh, I'm just a goose.
Kyonk kyonk.
This is the power of the paladin, baby.
That's the power of love.
Also, the reason why he's at 150 is because remember, you guys
Move your mic a little bit.
essentially powered him in only his stealth slots. He kept his original health, and he kept his original AC.
Sorry, just move your mic a little bit because we can hear you, but you're quiet.
Yeah.
He kept his original health, and he kept his original AC. All you did was just siphon his spells and remove his access to certain spell slots. What do you do next?
Haul
Well, I
ass.
guess Atreus has nothing else to do but say boo.
Haul
Oh.
ass.
Tell your friend
That's what you do.
You could also tell
I can't haul ass. I've got no movement left.
You use Misty Step.
Wait,
I
how
have-
many-
Misty's step is 30 feet.
Yeah, Misty
Mhm.
Step got you there. You didn't use your actual physical movement.
Yes, I did. I was all the way over here.
Oh.
Yeah, you have 10 left.
Yeah, you have 10 left.
No, I have 5 left. Where was I? I was here. I'm here. Oh, then I do have 10 left. But that's.
Yes, you- Do you want... Okay. You know the plan, then. You know what to do. You want to take that extra 10 feet, you can, or you could stay
I
there and
moved.
see if you... Or, let me tell you this, Austin. In that case, stay there. You could get one more hit in on him. Because it's gonna come around. Remember.
You already used this action and bonus action.
Because it's you, then it goes to me, then the Necromancer, then Dyrax.
Yeah.
So actually, if you do...
Alright, since we're Hey, I just want to make sure I'm remembering everything correctly. So, use movement action and then bonus action to Misty Step there, right?
You used Misty Step, then movement.
Alright, Misty Step, then movement, and then he attacked once, right?
Twice. Missed one
Okay.
of them.
Okay, sorry. I got temporarily lost for a second, and I wanted to make sure I understand the
You're
full
fine.
flow. Yeah.
Sonny, make sure you leave enough for me to be able to blast him with the one thing.
I know. Y'all better haul ass.
So, Ostis, at the end of your turn,
Yes.
okay.
Are you just to make sure? Are you stopping there, or are you gonna use the rest of your movement? to move?
Stopping here, but hang on. Because it's bludgeoning. Eh.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell your friend to haul ass?
No, let him figure it out. Nah.
Just say something simple like "get back after you attack."
Nah, he just looks and goes, haul ass, partner. No, he just looks over at Dyrax and just says, run.
Dyrax just nods.
You ready?
I
Me.
guess.
Next turn.
So,
Ash,
Obviously,
what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
so obviously, you know I can't do the thingy otherwise. What did you just?
Fucking.
No, you dropped this, you dingus dongus goobus.
No, you're up to this one.
And even then,
Guys,
ooh, actually,
guys, clearly.
so we do that. I could do it like this. Do you guys want me to do it now, or do you want me to wait until your characters have moved? Because I can technically still hit him.
You know what? I'm fine with getting hit.
You're not hitting y'all. That would kill you. This is a thing where I would move
Okay,
it over.
and?
It would still hit him within the radius. I'm not killing your character. Shut the fuck up.
There you are.
Sonny. Sonny.
You can
Do
have it placed specifically there.
And it will
do
still hit
whatever
him.
you believe in.
And he'll hit him, and you will still have to make a DC check to see if he succeeds.
He will, but he will still take half damage.
Yeah, either way.
I say pull the trigger.
I can do that. Let's, in that case then, because I don't want to risk it, I will say I'll pull the trigger now. And, oh, this is going to be fun.
Roar!
So all you hear from a distance, and I will say, we're gonna lower this music down.
Oh, I can lower it myself.
No, I was just doing it for dramatic effect because this might be the end of this man. Because Astra's about to pull out that level 9 fireball. And I will tell you this right now, Sonny. If he counterspells it, I'm counterspelling right back. But you just hear
Unfortunately, you can't counterspell a counterspell. But also, you're using an item which falls under the rules of the scrolls, where he can't counterspell.
Sonny. Critical Role has taught me that you can counterspell a counterspell.
No. It's not he's casting the fireball. You can't counterspell a counterspell when you're the one casting.
Isn't it a reaction though?
It is a reaction. But
Okay, so this is a different thing.
reaction.
Okay. My last DM group had it different. But even then he couldn't really, it would be super hard to. But did we pull the trick?
He can't counterspell it because you're using an item. You can't really counterspell an item, and you have to dispel.
Yeah. So you just hear behind you Aster, who is still, as I may say, engulfed in flames, looking like a pure fiery being. You just hear in his voice, unusually loud even, you just hear him say, "There's no need for you both to run. The only one who should be worried about running can't. Because he's about to die." And you feel this intense heat as this bright blue light shines behind the both of you. And you turn around to see, and you see Aster. And you see the flaming magic coming from the sorcerer's heart swirl around him as he starts to practically float into the air even. And you see him stick his hand out, and you see it start to amass into his palm. And as it goes and it glows and it amasses, you see the most blindingly bright fireball you've ever seen of pure blue flame, and you can feel the intensity of the heat from it. You see Aster simply take his hand and shift it and point it towards the necromancer as he says one thing to him: "You will pay dearly for everything you've done. And the price is that I will personally send you to hell myself. You will pay." You pathetic fool. And the fireball whizzes right over your heads and hits the necromancer. And I will roll my damage.
And he will roll hitting for
Each creature must make. I'm checking one thing real quick. Okay, it's just an instant thing. This is still a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a lot of dice I've got to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What's your save DC?
16. Did he make it?
He failed it, didn't he?
By 1, didn't he?
Yep.
The irony.
He rolled an 11.
Ooh.
Good attempt, man. Good attempt. That was a good attempt. But sadly, RNG. I've had a shitty week, and RNG Jesus gave me a shitty week for a reason. Just so I can do this to you. Let me count this out.
It's like,
Because
it's like me saying last night when the sky was a funny color, saying Jesus is returning, the rapture is
1,
happening.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And naturally, Fireball is a 3rd level spell, so I have to also add along to this. I will be rolling 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I will be rolling 5 more dice after this. That's a lot of 6s. Actually, that's 3 6s. That's 3. Satan said, I love you, Cinna. Let me do quick math for this. Let me do my quick maths.
Quick math.
6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus a 1, which actually will be another 1 because none of my 1s can equal 2 because of the thing I have with the fire feet. And then I have to roll 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. And that's 1 6, 2 5s. 1 6, 2 5s. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, okay, yeah, I rolled the right one. And then 2 4s. That is 57 points of damage.
How do you want to do this, Cinna?
You
Let's fucking go.
Yes! Yes! You see the fireball hit the area and it engulfs the necromancer just barely out in front of Dyrax and Atreus' face. You feel the intensity of the heat. You think you may burn, but you don't. But you see this fireball. You see it there. And for a moment it seems like just a burning mass before it shines blindingly bright. And you just hear a blood-curdling scream of the necromancer as the blinding light shines and illuminates the entirety of the area. And when it stops and you feel the heat leave, all you see at the end of it, once where the necromancer was, is dust and half of what remains of his skull. And with that, you hear Aster say, "It's done. Everything is done. We're all free of this horror of this pitiful
You-
man.
You all begin to see the ground around you, the mushrooms that had been spawned around the entirety of this room begin to shrivel up and wither before just turning into a incorporeal dust. As I can't really change the map,
Yep.
but the cave around you begins to shift in a way as if magic is dissipating over time. And while the cave still remains and the skeleton in front of you still remains, almost everything else begins to disappear as if a large amount of magic has been dissipated from the area as the skeleton of this massive draconic figure continues to wither and disintegrate into nothingness.
And as it disintegrates.
Dyrex still reeling back from the.
Oh, continue. Go. You can go.
As Dyrek reeling back from the heat, slowly lowering his everything unfolding before him. He just kind of looks down at the scorched mark of the skull. Gods be damned. I thought only Bahamut was.
You thought only Bahamut, it cut you off at the end.
Yeah, you keep cutting out slightly.
I thought only Bahamut committed.
Committed such what?
Atrocities, I'm assuming.
Searing justice.
Searing justice, okay. I am so sorry, it kept cutting out, Draco. We couldn't hear you. I wanted to hear the line.
It's fine. It's fine.
You are all out of combat. What do you do?
I will say for Aster, you suddenly hear Aster in the back, in the distance. Where did I go? Bring me back!
You died! You died!
Bring me back, you asshole! You're ruining my moment.
It wasn't me!
Draco.
I didn't do anything.
Who did it?
I don't know.
Draco.
I mean, I don't have an Aster token, so I mean, like, what?
Control Z.
Control Z.
Yeah, I did that. Nothing's happening.
Oh, god
I
damn
think
it.
the token just disappeared.
Okay. As
Yeah, no, because
you
it just
Unless it was me, Stanley. No, it wasn't.
Okay. Ugh. God damn it, Twister, I blame you. But you hear in the distance as the slight light you saw coming from Aster dims, you suddenly hear crying. You hear crying, and as you look over, you see Aster, who was once floating in the air while doing the attack, slowly float down. And as he is, you see the fire dissipate around his body. As you see the man you saw before as he was before engulfed in it. But you see him crying and glowing still. Though obviously not as intensely. Austin's gone now too. Oh, nope, there he is.
Dyrek
No, I ain't dead.
Good.
Dyrex is just going to quickly rush on over to Aster before just holding a hand out to him. Just silently kind of looking down at him with soft, sympathetic eyes.
You hear him sob a bit as he says, "It's over. It's finally over. The torment of my life, from everything he caused and took from me, my very existence he controlled. It's over and I'm free. Free." As he does
What did I
slowly
tell you?
reach over and take Direx's hand, and you see him struggle as very obviously the power that he used has left him exceedingly drained, but still with enough energy to cry.
Yeah. Dyrex is just gonna help steady him up and hold him up. Let him walk on his own and whatnot, but obviously just kind of gently holding on to him in a pseudo hug.
Aw. He sobs and he continues to cry a bit as he lets the emotions flow out of him. Does Atreus do anything?
Wait, so how's Direx holding him?
Kind of like a hug. Kind of like that
Atreus is a little.
awkward one-armed hug you tend to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Atreus is like a tiny bit further back. He stood there looking. He stood there looking at Asta. His kind of like stoicness falters a little bit. You can see his face shift. You can see tears well in his eyes, and he just drops his hammer, walks up to Asta, and just gives him a hug.
Aster stops crying for a moment as he is shocked, but quickly he just goes and lets out a weary sigh and before returning the hug to Atreus. And Atreus hears him just say, though it is muffled, he says, "Thank you. Thank you for helping me."
And then Atreus, while holding him tight, Direx just fucking fucks off. Direx is like, well, this is a private moment. They haven't brother time. Bye.
Yeah, no, unironically though, as basically more tightly, Dyrex is just gonna step back a bit and
Let them have their moment.
But Atreus just with this kind of tenderness you haven't heard in his voice yet. He doesn't say you're welcome. He doesn't say thank you back. He just says, "You did good, kid. You did good."
Thank you. Thank you. As he cries a little more while hugging him before pulling back a little. And while he's still crying, he then gets this smile on his face, a very soft, happy smile. He's like, let's go back. I want to see everyone again and let them know they're safe. Let my sister know she's safe, everyone's okay, and that we're all gonna be okay.
Atreus gives a big, like a nice warm, big smile. I was about to say with life in his eyes, but I forget that he's only got one of the fuckers.
Light in his
Um,
eye.
Your life in his eye before stepping back and grabbing, like laying down, picking his hammer back up, and then just starts, I guess, walking this way. Because which way's the way out? That's
The
a
way-
great question.
Though wait, you hear Aster
Why the
call
fuck
out,
is
wait.
Chat Chicken?
What the fuck?
Over here! Look over here!
Why is Chat a
On the
chicken?
right side! Why is there a chicken?
Why is there a chicken?
Draco! Why have you turned Chat into a chicken?
Boy!
Listen, there was good shipping bait going on, and I needed an accurate chat's brain right now.
Shipping Atreus is straight.
Anyways, it's this way.
That's
this
what
way,
you think.
But
This way.
That's
hear-
what he is.
But you hear Aster call out saying, wait, you don't have to go by foot. Don't you remember? Not only did we have that silence scroll still, but we have something else left over we never used. Our scroll to go back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Didn't we use
As
that
Direct
after
is just
Vixar,
gonna
though?
slowly put something back
we
in
get
his
another one?
sleeve.
We did not actually use it, Austin. Remember, it was one of the things we never used from our Vixar attack. Remember, it was supposed to be if we had a cave in to get
Yeah.
out.
We did though, didn't we?
No, you did not.
No, we did not.
You walked out.
We walked.
Oh.
So Aster motions for Atreus to come to him. He's like, come on. You don't have to walk.
Aw. Wait, does that
Atreus
mean we're
is-
not going to use what we're gonna use?
I got a thing. Don't worry.
Aw. His Direct just frowns a little.
Fucking go away!
But
Good Lord.
But you see Aster pull out a scroll, and one you recognize. It is a teleportation scroll, one used specifically to take you back to the last place you rested. You see Aster unroll the scroll, look
Direct is
over
just gonna
it.
get separated. He's just gonna go fucking somewhere. We're gonna go to the inn. He's just gonna be like, bye.
He'll be at the church.
Yeah, he will be.
Right.
Aster says, "This will take us back to the last place we
Actually-
rested." Oh. What are you gonna say, Draco?
Hang on, I need to DM something to Sunny real quick.
Oh, I'm so happy. Honestly, that fight probably would have gone so much more south if we had ever used that silent scroll. That scroll probably saved our lives because we took him out without him attacking us once, which I've never done in a final boss fight.
Oh God, you're right. Oh
What?
no. Oh no.
Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's just something between me and Sunny.
Where would your home city be located? Just to make sure.
Aster's not just gonna cast it. He's
Okay.
sensible. Are you saying he didn't rest in Phandelver at all? Not ever.
I don't know. I mean, it was never brought up to Dyrax. He's saying like, yeah, oh wow, that sounds good.
If you've been in Vandover for over 24 hours, you would have rested somewhere. You were in Vandover for over 24
Yeah.
hours. So you rested somewhere in Vandover. Were you in somebody's bed? Were you hooking up?
A holy man gets swinging.
Were you hooking up, Draco? Am I about to send you to some poor person's bed in the middle of Vandover somewhere? Be honest. Sonny. Am I gonna put him in some poor random person's bed he had a one night stand with?
I don't know why that's your first thought. God, let me
Bec-
have some dignity.
Okay. Where the hell else would you have
I
rested
am a
besides
holy
a.
man.
Where the hell else did you rest in Vandover? You were in Vandover for over 24 hours. So you had to have rested somewhere.
What makes you think I was in there 24 hours?
Oh no, never mind. Good thing Aster was already saying it out loud and double checking.
Yeah, and Dyrax agrees. He thinks it's perfectly fine.
Sonny, do I need to wait for you to say something? Or do we continue the scene? Sonny?
Yeah.
Okay, so so do you continue with this plan?
No, I was saying it out loud. Aster hadn't even begun the spell.
Okay.
He simply opened the scroll and looked at it and was explaining it. He says, "This scroll has a return spell a teleportation spell that will return us to the last place we rested. Me and Atreus rested at the inn in Vandover. Where were you, Dyrax? If you don't mind me asking. Where was the last place you slept?"
I'm gonna quickly roll something. Hmm. Um, let's see. God, all of this necromancer nonsense has really juggled my mind. I believe I rested at the church back in Vandelva.
Did you sleep there? As you see Aster suddenly give you a questioning glance as he's like, "'Cause if you have not rested there, you go to the last place you rested. Where was the last place you were before Vandover?"
Well, I used to live up near into the guard station with the church up in Astara.
Aster stares for a moment before he's like, "So there's a chance this will either take you to the church in Vandover or take you back to the guard station in Astara."
Church of Vandelva, Church of Astara. I
Are
mean,
you okay with that, since you can't really remember which?
most of the people of Vandelva are already heading there anyway, so regardless, it cuts a trip for me.
True, and you can notify them that the threat's been handled, that we won. So,
Plus, assuming if the gates and the portals are open, it's not like we won't be cut off from each other. Who knows? It'd be nice to see you all in come into the Astara once you're done wrapping up around there. Or
Of course. It would be great to see you again. I guess I'll start the scroll, but in case we don't get to see you for a bit, as we have to reopen the portals and you end up in Astara, thank you for helping us. I know we only met a few hours ago, but it means a lot that you took the initiative to help. Without you, I don't think we would have been able to do as much.
Oh, please, you're giving me too much credit. I was simply just a glorified token. I saw the way the both of you had. All I did was just more of an intimidation.
Even if all you did was intimidation, you still helped us. And I appreciate it. If you ever need help or anything, you can always come back here and see us.
And I the same. There will always be a chamber open to you up in Astara.
And with that, you see Aster look at the scroll and he says, I'm about to start casting it. Prepare yourselves. Let's go tell everybody the good news. And he chants the spell in the scroll. And you see the scroll light up. The letters almost float off the pages as they swirl around everyone, creating a bubble before poof, disappearing, and each of us returning to the last place we slept.
First, we shall begin.
Sonny Mike. Don't do that! My ears!
Sorry.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But we shall begin, ironically, with the farthest individual from the party, Dyrex.
Hee hee. Oh, wait, do you want Austin playing specific music for this?
Tundra, please.
It's already on Tundra.
I will turn the music up then.
It's been on Tundra for a little while.
Okay. And now, continue.
Dyrex. You see the magic swirl around you before you feel yourself being teleported to a new location, and you see your old church. Empty. But still
Alright,
as you
am I...
left.
Oh, sorry.
Would you like to describe how it looks?
Just for a quick question. So am I inside a specific room or am I standing like right in front of it? Like, what is the specific location for the spell? Just to make sure.
Inside, specifically in the area where people would come for I don't know church terms. What's that one term where like you
Communion?
like go to church? Communion? I think it's communion. Yeah.
Well, describe the location or what the area is used for.
It's basically the main
Uh,
worshiping area where everybody goes to sit in the pews and pray, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that would be the communion area. Alright, so if that's the place, then I'd say Dyrex would be standing right in front to be a bit of a made out of pure silver, stylized to look like a weapon with a very hefty
You're
There's
cutting out so bad.
Bahamut
I'm so
onto
sorry.
it.
I'm only getting bits and pieces.
It's because the storm's rolling in. Shit, storm's rolling in.
Damn you, weather!
Alright, I'm gonna write it up and DM it to Sunny and she can describe it.
Okay.
That works.
So, if anything, focus on the other two and then Sunny, you can do mine as well.
Okay. So then Aster, you awaken. You teleport yourself into the room where you last slept.
he Aster gets giddy and gives little giggles as he's like and he walks out into the hallway, and the first thing he does is go to Atreus's door and knocks on it.
Atreus, you teleport into the room where you last stayed.
Specifically, sat at the door because that's how he slept.
That's actually funny.
Like specific, like sat, like he was like sat next to the door. He looks around, sees the room, sees the bed, how Othriku and Catherine left it. He gets up, collects himself, actually uses 10 lay on hands just so he can
Fully heal up.
not have any pain and fully heal up. Hurts my back. Anyway, he like gets up, uses that, and walks out the door to his room and begins to walk down the stairs.
Wait,
I'm saying,
Aster's
you
at
wanna
the
change
door.
the
He
map to
knocked.
Oh, you know,
soon as you- yeah.
I didn't clock
As
that.
soon as you're heading to walk out, you hear a knock
Hang on, Sonny.
at your door.
Do you want to change the map to the inn?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'll give her a second to change the map.
No, I opened the door. Asta, brother! Feels like it's been 2 seconds.
Where is the map?
I'm in the map. Where's the trace? The trace is over here.
The little guys are still at the
Well,
side.
oh god, they're both connected. That was way too big.
Too big. Too big.
Right. So Trey hears a knock and he opens the door.
You see Aster standing there with the same happy smile as before, looking a little bit more giddy as he looks at you. He looks at Atreus and says, "We're back."
We're back.
He's like, "Let's go.
Um,
Let's go tell everyone."
Atreus puts the hammer down against the wall in the room and walks out with Asta with like a hand on Asta's shoulder as they walk.
And you know, they go down the stairs, and do they see anybody in the inn when they get down the stairs?
In the inn? Well, not people. You do see two chests. And
They see Othriku just like, hey!
No, you do see a specific chest and butter cookie tin along the wall.
Right.
Aster gives them a little wave. He says, "Thank you two for standing guard. We're gonna go get the others."
You see the
And-
butter cookie tin like lift the lid open up as you see the little mimic inside as it waves.
Aww. Aster smiles at that, and you know, they head out the inn door. And
So
anybody
everyone
outside?
Let me move some tokens real quick and see who is over here.
A minting is good. Tup, 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 tup.
No, she's in jail, sadly.
Oh, I grabbed it.
She's in jail. She's not. Okay.
Tup, tup,
I
tup,
will
tup, tup.
say-
Hey, I'm sober. So.
You do see a specific I'm gonna like put it like slightly in the distance, like slightly off map. But like you do see in the distance a specific captain with a couple guards, which I'm not gonna put the guards on the map because I don't wanna.
That's understandable. At seeing.
So do we just see the captain? Or do we need a roll to see the captain?
No, you see him in the distance.
Yeah. At seeing the
And I will
captain.
say this: the sky currently looks like it's late afternoon, just before sunset.
At seeing the captain, Aster calls out to him as he says, Asmodeus! Asmodeus! And waves his hand even to get his attention.
You see him turn around before running over towards you.
As I said, for booking it over.
Walking down.
Walking down the promenade.
Before he goes, you're back?
Aster smiles, says, We're back. And it's over. He's gone.
You guys been gone for a couple hours. Trixie came back saying that you all disappeared.
We're fine.
We're fine. We found his lair. We found where he was hiding out, and we found, surprisingly, what remains of Drakmoon. But we cornered him, we fought him, and he's dead. The necromancer's dead.
That's a relief.
Speak louder.
That's a relief. Thank you. That means we can call our people home.
We can bring them back. I'm just so good.
Where's Drax?
Before we used a scroll to come back, he could not remember if he rested here or if he had last rested in Astara, where we sent everyone. So, since he's not here, and I'm gonna take a guess and say he may not be at the church, he's more than likely at Astara with everyone, telling them that it's done, and that the necromancer is no more.
Alrighty. We'll be able to bring our people home much faster.
I can't believe it's over.
And he puts... I'm gonna like move him a little closer. Boop. He puts a hand on both of your shoulders and just says, "The three of you did great. A impossible, almost impossible task seen by the normal eye. An impossible task. And you managed to do so. I'm very proud of you both. And I'm very proud of Direct too. And I will tell him as such the moment that he gets home."
Wait,
Both did.
repeat that. You cut off at the end.
Oh, he's saying that basically he's proud of you both, and he's also proud of Drax, and he will tell Dyrax, and he will tell Dyrax the moment that he gets back to Foundover.
Okay, good. Also, keep speaking loud like that.
I'm trying to speak in character, and I don't have my pop filter, and voice mod being a fucking asshole.
It's okay if we hear your breath a little. I'd want to hear your beautiful voice.
This is as close as my mic will go.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Continue.
We both did great. Well done.
Thank you.
You made it out alive.
Thank you. I won't lie. For a moment, I wondered if we truly would get out alive, but we're here. And it's over. Atreus got anything to add?
Not really.
Okay. Aster smiles at Asmodeus and says, "Let's start working on getting everybody home."
Let's head to the town center.
Okay, and then
And
assuming we all
I meant-
start walking.
Yes, and I managed to get the thing that Draco has sent me. And I will be reading this in full.
Go ahead.
From Dyrex's POV. In front of him is a silver podium, stylized after a dragon with spread wings, hosting up a wide open book with various scriptures of Bahamut, and a simple banner of dusk blue with platinum dragon symbol. A simple set of pews and a basic amulets depicting silver dragons set up as Dyrex takes a deep, relaxed sigh. As the well-crafted yet beautifully simplistic building that once stepping outside, he sees himself in a back court of a star's barracks, almost as if he was just a hermit in a shed, taking a deep sigh of relief before shedding his armor and donning a simple white linen robe with a dusk blue shawl, and other guards and priests looking at him in shock before speaking to the Decon of the temple's guard, as Dyrek delivers the simple message in a soft whisper. I wear the funeral garb for the pale lady that has been lost. But the necromancer has been silenced. May Bahamut guide him if he repents his trials in hell. As he turns around and walks away, for the Sean to melt away from the church, to seeing Dyrex in his priest garb walk on over the hills back to Fendelver with other men offer aid in the rebuilding. And yes, Dyrex is getting the ivory goats.
I love the ivory goats.
You still there, Draco? Just to make sure.
E.
Muted.
Yeah, I am muted because I think the storm has passed for us. So yeah, Dyrex is riding the ivory goat that we did pick up.
Woo! Ride that goat.
But I will say,
Yeah, but to clarify,
you head down.
as Deacon.
I will say this. You head more into the city before noticing throughout many of the streets different tents that had been built ready for the nightfall, with many of the people that you seen in town being set up as refugees within the city. Enough room to walk down throughout those streets, but enough to where many people can still have the ability to rest. It was very clear that with the country's efforts, they were able to get these refugees from this terrible situation to a place to hopefully comfortably rest. As you head more inwards, hopefully finding someone to communicate with that the threat is done. And I will say this, could you make a perception check for me? I'm gonna stretch my legs really quick.
I got a 19.
As you're walking through, you notice one particular tent. As a familiar shark pup is sitting outside of it, as if keeping guard.
Hey. Going to kind of quickly swing by that one.
It's Kane.
Oh, hi, Kane.
And he looks up at you.
Just outstretch his hand.
He sniffs it
You know,
before
doing the.
he does sniff it before going into the tent as you hear a very familiar hey, no, I'm being kidnapped again, let me go, as you see him dragging outside the tent a young Levi.
I love the shark pup and his kidnapping of my child.
And then you see Levi look at you before, oh hey, it's you.
Heyo.
What are you doing here?
Oh, you. Leroy. I came to help rebuild.
Oh, that's, hold on, I'm doing the wrong voice. That's weird.
I mean,
How are you gonna help rebuild when you're
Yeah.
here? Wait, if you're here, does that mean we can go home?
wait, I'm lost. Oh wait, no, I thought I was already reaching Fendelver with the way things were described.
Oh no,
No,
not yet.
you were riding through the refugee tents.
In
I'm planning on heading back to Fendelver. Yeah. Oh well. You know, teleportation. Turns out I guess I forgot to actually sleep at the other church in Fendelver. So I'm coming here and I'm taking rebuild Fendelver.
Wait, does that mean we can go home?
I mean, I'd wait a little bit till, you know, things have actually been fully cleared and set up. After all, the Necromancer. We're still not sure what may be lingering or any residue of mechanic.
Aww. I want to go home. I don't want to sleep on the streets
Again.
anymore.
I know, one, but don't worry. I'm sure your home will be fixed in no time.
Okay. Now go fix it so we can go home faster. And you, points at Kane, stop kidnapping me. Before you grab him again and drag him back inside. No.
Direct just smiles before happily sauntering off on his goat.
That is so cute.
But you do manage to find somebody with authority to help you get back.
Let's go.
And you will soon arrive at town center in front of Atreus, Captain Asmodeus, and Aster. I just realized y'all have 3 A's It's Atreus, Asmodeus, and Aster. Y'all a AAA battery.
Yo.
Fucking
Yay!
great. I'm at Alcoholics Anonymous.
Also, Ava, the goats are large. They are large goats meant to be ridden from medium to even slightly large creatures.
I'm just trying to get my hands on his sweet, succulent
Yeah, these are
double-A
radical
berries.
Oh, God. But
Great, now
Are we
we're gonna
doing-
get sued by Pymations.
it's a magical goat, Ava. It's not a regular one. That's why it's able to do that. But, are we doing-
Atreus is just riding him out.
are we doing another map scene change, or are we sticking with the inn?
We'll stick with the inn.
Okay. Wanted to be sure. But, you know, they arrive in the center, and does the portal open up as soon as they get there?
Yeah.
Upon seeing the portal open, who is the first one he sees step through?
Yeah, who's the first one we see?
Dyrex.
On a goat.
Goat. PNG tree goat.
Mm.
Dragon goat. Roadhouse.
Aster gives a happy wave, and he's like, I'm
Yeah,
guessing you've informed them back in the star that things are all right now?
Yep. I even actually brought a couple more men with me.
That's good. We'll need a bit of help to clean up as we bring people back. The town square took a bit of damage after that fight from before.
Yay. Looks like it'll be a bit of a long task, but it'll be a fun one.
And peaceful this
Yes, will
time.
be.
I'm sorry,
Consider it
the token.
Just as a goat.
Go-
I
Good.
love it. God, this is
But as Asmodeus would say, consider it a training exercise for the men.
Well, we can't let them train alone, can we? Let's start helping out.
I will say this: it'll take about 1 to 2 days to clean up, depending on how hard you're willing to work every day.
Aster is in a jovial, happy mood. He is exceedingly exhausted, though, after that fight. The magic that it took left him exhausted. So sadly, while he is jovial and happy, within a few hours, they do see him get exceedingly tired. And he's eventually has to stop as he's like, ugh. That fight really took a lot out of me. I think
But soon,
Yeah.
oh, keep going. Sorry.
that's all I was gonna say. Continue.
But
That's-
soon, time. Oh, or you're gonna say something, Austin?
Because like Asta says, like that fight took a lot out of me. Atreus would go over to him because Atreus is a fucking like when it comes to like workload and shit, he's a powerhouse. Hey, like this sister asks us, you go sit down. You've earned it.
I guess I
mean,
have.
actually. Though, kid, if you want to help me take some of that edge off, Dax is gonna go over and just gently tap Aster on the shoulder. And you know what? I'm gonna cast Bears and
Bear's endurance. It gives more.
There's
Yeah.
it gives temporary HP. Don't bother with it, but it basically gives him advantage So, otherwise, it just basically makes him feel really healthy and takes some of
Healthy.
the edge off of the time. He now has a bear stamina.
At this happening, you see Aster perk up and he's like, "What'd you do? I feel much better. Much less tired."
Bear.
Just bear? Is that the only explanation I get? Is bear?
You have bear lungs now. You now can fight and endure like bear.
Like big Russian bear.
He just cracks up
You
laughing.
be big and strong. You big strong like bitch who fight bear casually.
Is he actually saying that?
No. No,
That's
he
funny.
isn't.
I just think it's funny.
Be strong like man. I want to be strong like bitch who fight bears in the forest.
Well, after being casted on, his only explanation being told bear, Aster smiles and says, "Okay, I think I can help a bit more." And, you see Aster actually, once again, help and be able to help a lot more.
Soon, the work is complete. And soon, your friends and family are able to return home. As well as the many other citizens to the land of Vandelver. I almost said to the mines of Vandelver.
To the mines with everyone!
To the mines with ye.
I'm gonna just like do this really quick.
Oh, you sweet Fendelvins. Oh, you thought we were liberating you, Necromancer. No. Start.
It's it's fucking Titan from like. Oh, I wouldn't say saved. I'd say under new management.
I was so to say. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry to say this. Dyrex is actually the true final boss. Thank you for taking care of that
So-
nuisance for me. Just calls down the wrath of God on that.
Aster's just left
Yeah,
standing
like,
there.
oh-
He's just like, I can't catch a fucking break.
All of a sudden, we start hearing this.
No, but for
We start hearing this again. We start
no,
hearing that.
but for real though, Dyrex would just he's definitely would be working hard. He's definitely being that actual fatherly priest.
Aster's trying his best. He's not the strongest, but he's giving it his all.
If anything, I'd say Dyrex would probably
Canonically, what?
he would be offering to cast out the spell onto people to let them, last a bit longer. Makes
Oh,
it a
wait,
bit
there's something
easier
else
on the
that-
but maybe
There's
don't
something
have
else
the
that you
physical
theoretically
constitution.
can do, because remember you have that giant bag of garlic powder?
Garlic bread!
Oh my god, I forgot I told you that. Holy shit.
You make garlic bread!
Yes. Making garlic bread.
Our new adoptive grandfather has made garlic bread. Praise ye Dyrax.
Garlic bread! Rosa, you would
And
like
Grandpa
garlic
was
bread.
never.
I like garlic bread. But during this time, it would have been 3 days by now, so they would have gotten everything done. So yeah, you said everybody's coming back. Hee hee.
Mm-hmm.
I was counting the days for something else too. Hee hee.
And soon, the citizens began to pile into the city, and I'm gonna make you have y'all have a perception check for me real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, mother.
Mother.
Yeah.
That's-
no.
Fine. I guess
Aster.
we can roll another one.
Yeah, Atreus, buddy.
Aster,
How?
I'll forgive you for this shit perception roll. I'll forgive you for this one.
What did you
9.
roll?
9.
I got a 5.
I'll forgive Aster for this. We're in a safety zone.
Yeah.
I got a
Considering that we
12.
absolutely slammed the necromancer, makes sense.
Yeah.
Only
What'd you
fitting.
get? What'd you get, Draco?
I got a 12.
So you're gonna be the only one that sees this.
Oh wow.
But you see the familiar face of Catherine walking through the crowd. And you also see by her side is the 2 young boys of Earthriku and Levi, as well as and then eventually Kane, Nisha, and then also the small as hell kitten Alex.
You know what? Derek's is just going to look for Atreus if he's nearby.
I feel like Aster's about to get tackled.
Atreus is about to get smothered.
You'll get smothered, I get tackled. That's how this is about to be.
And I'm not saying smothered by Catherine or Rodrigo, I'm saying smothered by the fucking cat.
That too.
If y'all want to get crushed by the crowd, supposedly roll like dex saves, I guess.
We don't want to
No,
get
it's not
crushed
crushed
by
by the crowd. It's by
We're talk-
Levi, Catherine, or Rodrigo.
Oh.
Not the crowd. We're
Google?
talking. When
I'm
I
gonna
say
Google it.
tackled, when I said tackled, I meant the dog. Levi's gonna be on the back of Kane, and then I feel like Kane's gonna tackle Aster. And then obviously Catherine's gonna run up hugging Atreus along with Earthriku, and then the cat's also gonna be like meow all up in his face.
Fair enough. So yeah, I think yes, they would be.
So paint the scene for us how this happens.
Draco.
Yeah.
Atreus.
Find Atreus.
Atreus is next to you. Is nearby.
All right. Dyrax is just going to nudge him with his elbow, and he's just going to be like, "Isn't that the girl you fancy? And the strange little kid?"
I'm going to kill you. Alright. Going back to this, but this time it's Atreus.
Switch it back.
Atreus looks over and sees them and gives Dyrex like a smack on the shoulder at the remark of, "Isn't that the girl you fancy?" And then begins to walk towards them.
Soon you'll see Earthriku see you, and it goes, and then
Oh my god.
you
Fuck
soon
your go.
soon see that Earthriku notices you, and then it just goes, "There you are!" as he runs to you, and make a strength check for me.
For a second, I thought you were about to say he just screams, "Dad!" I was gonna have my heart melt. Okay, strength check. That's 15.
Yeah, no, you're able to prevent yourself from falling over as Earthriku full on full body weight forward, jumps and wraps himself around you in a big hug, like full on holding you like a koala hold you a tree.
Yeah, so like does he like jump into him?
Yes.
Yeah. So Atreus like kind of like leans down, catches him, and like kind of brings him up. He's like, I miss you too.
you you do see Catherine holding Nisha and Alex as you just hear from the infamous cat.
All right. So Atreus puts a 3Q down.
No.
And then no, and then leans down to him and I guess whispers, he's like, "Do you take those off your mother?"
What was the thing you
It's like-
said?
Can you take those off your mother, as in Nisha and Alex?
Okay. As he'll take Nisha and Alex from Catherine, and then just Catherine goes, "It's good to be back."
Yeah, I guess
As
he's,
you see
Atreus look.
Levi then run past you towards Aster. We're back. Is he
No.
Aster, strength check? Their strength save.
Okay, let me roll. Let me roll, see how bad this... I didn't think it could get worse than before, but it did. It's a 1.
That one.
Not 1.
They go through the fucking wall.
No, you Kane runs at you and then accidentally tackles you, trying to jump on you, and you hit your back.
Is here. Come out of Aster's mouth, and he's like, knocked the wind out of my lungs, I see.
Hi. As Levi's just leans over you. Hi.
You see Aster smile as he gently pushes Kane off his chest, but pets him before smiling at Levi and reaching over and patting his head as well and saying, "Hi. It's good to see you again, little one."
It was so boring.
Was it now? Did you just sit in a tent all day?
We kind of had to. It didn't really let us do much else.
You and Earthriku couldn't think of anything to play while you waited.
No. It was boring.
He's... Well then. I promise you won't have to go through something so boring again.
That's a lie. But I'll accept it.
Aster, for a minute, puts his hands on his hips and just gives him this look of really. Before just laughing. And then hugging him, giving him a little hug. He's like, "I'm glad you're safe." And it's a hug that encompasses Kane and him. I'm glad you're both safe.
Aw.
Now be honest, did you behave while you were bored?
Yes. Well, Catherine will say that.
Okay.
Atreus has been looking over at them and just like hearing what Levi is saying. Looks back at Catherine. He's like, "Did they behave?"
Yes, they did, surprisingly.
Huh.
Though, the people who standing guard in case people were sick from a potential zombie invasion, weren't as thrilled.
I can imagine.
It's good to know you're safe, though, and that it's safe to go home. Back to a normal life. What will happen to you?
Atreus looks back over at Asta, like hugging Levi and Kane, and then looks back at Catherine, and says, "I think I'll stay."
Really?
You hear also Aster, who heard it a little bit, also say, "Really?"
And he looks back at like towards Asta and says, "I haven't stayed anywhere for 4 years. I think it's finally time I stop running."
Aster gives him a happy smile and says, "I think that would be good for you. I'm also just extra happy because, to be honest, I'm not going back to Onrustig. I'm gonna stay as well. I like it here, and I made so many friends. It feels right to be here. I never felt back at place in Onrustig. There was never really a home there for me, but here feels like a place I could put down roots. And besides," as he glances over at Levi, "I think I'm not the only one who wants to stay."
But Catherine
Um,
does say,
You go.
I'm glad you're staying. It'll be nice to see you around more. And then you just hear Earthrika say, "Does this mean I get to call him Dad now?" As you then, you then see Catherine blush.
You just hear Aster go. Yes, he starts giggling into his hands.
Atreus, a bit dumbfounded on what to say, but looks at Othriku with a proper smile, and says, "No, I can't make that decision." And looks at Catherine, but she can.
Oh, let's let the time figure that one out.
The Atreus leans a bit towards you. He's like, "I'll be honest, I don't think the kid wants to have time to wait."
As you just hear Earthrika go, "Aww, fine."
I thought you meant him, girl. Fuck.
He would have gotten in so much trouble.
I know.
As Dyrax, I will say this. Seeing all this, you do feel a hand on your shoulder.
He's gonna look over at who's touching him.
It's the captain. As he just says, "You did really good today. You did really good
Thank
today."
you, Asmodeus. Yeah, well, what can I say? People were in need, and I just simply heard to the. Besides, it feels good to watch something heal and rebuild.
Agreed. I will still say, though, I am very proud of you and what you've done. You've proven yourself a great warrior, a great healer, and better of actions past. You've done great. Make sure you remember that. This was no small feat.
Direx's smile just kind of drops for a second as he just looks at Asmodeus kind of blankly. Before kind of just flipping back to his smile. But just slight tears kind of start falling down the side of his face. Thank you.
No problem. You look like you may need a hug.
I'm fine.
And with that, I will say, suddenly, everybody hears a little gasp from Aster. As Aster goes, wait, it's been 3 days. Aminta! As he jumps up and he looks at Asmodeus and he says, can I go see her?
I would say so. Be careful, though.
Of course. And he's gonna look at Levi and say, stay here with everyone. I will be back. I need to go see somebody important to me.
Okay. Stay safe.
I promise I will. And you actually see Aster book it. Like run with full force.
Which
as much as he
direction?
can. Just
Sonny, which
I'm
direction?
guessing
it past
is this the
Atreus?
direction of where is this the direction, the right direction,
Like
Sonny?
this direction?
Yes, so over here, over this way. Blah, blah, blah,
You
blah,
see
blah.
Aster fucking book it through the snow, running like a bat out of hell. But in a way of excitement, not fear.
Then I'll say this. Atreus says to Catherine, he's like, I'm gonna make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. And then just fucking bolts after him.
Okay, stay safe.
And you know,
As
they
you
get to
both
the
head to the
Oh.
church.
yeah. Continue. I interrupted. Continue.
As you both head to the church, where Aminta's being held. And you soon find where she lays in her cell after getting arrested.
Ah, good times.
She is currently asleep. and she currently looks like shit.
Aster's immediate. The first thing he says is just like, "Oh, my poor sister. She looks a mess." Before tapping on the bars gently, enough to make a sound to try and wake her, says, "Aminta, do you hear me?"
As you see an eye open up as she starts waking up, before just going, Aster? Aster? Aster! As she like starts trying to like stand up and heads to the bars.
Aw. Aster stands a little distance away, but he smiles at her. And he smiles and looks at her and says, "Are you okay? Are you all there?"
My head is killing me.
That's gonna be happening for the next while since you're in withdrawal. But it'll be okay. I'm guessing your hands are on the bar?
Yep.
He gently puts his hand on one of hers and says, "Aminta, I'm sorry I ran off from home. Oh, Onrastig. I'm sorry I ran from Onrastig and from you, and I'm sorry I worried you so much. It was never my intention to cause you so much stress and harm and worry. I couldn't take being there anymore, and you know that. You know that place isn't a home for me."
You see as like her face just looks really sad. In an understanding kind of way.
Now I'll say just super quick. This is the point where Atreus, because he would have stayed behind for a second, and like he'd like poke his head in, like walk in, and just be behind Asta silently.
Doesn't meant to say anything.
No.
Aster continues on then. He says, It's a long story about everything that happened, but I just want you to know I'm sorry for that, and for the fight we had, and that I just left without a word. But I also want you to know I don't regret it. I know you've always worried about me, and you've always worried about whether or not I'll be okay. If I can handle anything, handle myself, handle the dangers of the world. And while it seemed so unlikely before, I can. I have. And I've changed and I've grown. I made friends. I did things I didn't think were possible. I fought and saved this whole place. I fought a necromancer. And I took him out with the help of others. I know a part of you probably still worries, but I want you to know I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay, and you don't have to worry so much. I'm not the same child from before. I'm an adult now who can take care of himself. And I'm adult enough to tell you all this. And let you know that I love you, my dear sister. But you don't have to be scared for me anymore. Does she say
You
anything?
have grown.
Aww.
You've grown so much, and yet I didn't see it.
Speak a little louder.
You've grown so much, and I didn't see it.
It's okay that you didn't. I think this is just something where I needed to walk on my own 2 feet a bit. And though it's sad you couldn't be there for every step, I still want you to know all about it.
Thank you.
He gives her a little smile still, and before he looks at her, he says, I do have one thing to say, though. I don't know if you remember how we fought when you got here, but during that fight, I did say something I meant. I'm not going back to Onrastig. There is no home there for me, and you know that. I'm gonna stay here. In Phandelver. It's nice. I've made friends. There's wonderful people. And I've kind of taken on some responsibilities that, quite frankly, are keeping me tied here. And he turns around and smiles as he looks at Trace. He's like, and I don't want to leave my friends behind.
Andreas reaches out and just ruffles his hair a little bit.
Happy smile.
Well, unfortunately, that only makes one of us. I have responsibility back home. I can't stay here forever. As
Aster,
much as I'd like.
at hearing that, Aster gently takes his hand off hers before, like, gently takes her hand off the bar and clasp it in both of his. He says, and he looks her in the eyes, he says, you don't have to stay there. I know it feels like you have to stay there forever because we were born into the family, the royal family, but Amenta, you can just go and close up loose ends there and come back. You don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay there and put up with her, what she puts us through, what she did to you. You don't even remember the full extent of what she's been doing. She's been hurting us our whole lives, our horrible excuse of a mother. You don't have to stay. You can come back. They don't have any right over you or to tell you what you can do with your life. Pick yourself. Pick freedom.
As much as that is the case, unfortunately, there is one thing that I have to make sure stays in line, and that is she doesn't try to hurt the peoples. Because in reality, if somebody doesn't keep her in check, or at least if someone doesn't set up a way to keep her in check, who knows what she'll do to the people without us there.
You make a good point. You make a good point, though I admit it upsets me. But if there ever comes a day where you leave, you always have a place here with me. I mean, you're my sister, and in my opinion, my real mother too. You'll always have a home with me.
Thank you. And I'll hopefully someday gladly accept that offer. I also wish I could give you a hug, but the bars would get in the way.
Since you're okay, we can't ask them to open the bars, because I suspect you're tired of being in a cell.
I'm just tired.
Well, then
Like,
let's...
so unbelievably tired.
Well, that's a long story I'll tell you about after you've rested properly. For now, let's get you out of the cell. I'm gonna take you back to the inn. We're gonna get you a nice meal and get you into a nice, soft bed so you can sleep properly.
Alright.
And Aster goes to ask one of the guards to unlock the cell. As I would say, he's one of the few that has permission to ask of that. I'm guessing.
Ah,
You are.
ah,
And he does.
I forgot to put on loop. Ah, there we go.
And he
Nothing
does.
happened. Anyone says otherwise, it'll be erased from history.
Breaking our immersion, damn you. But
Shut up.
Aster happily helps his sister out of the cell and hugs her tightly, and he cries a little before quickly wiping his tears away. And they start the walk back to the inn. On the way there, he does say, I fought so much, I have to tell you. Tell you about my friends, as he gestures to Atreus. The fight with the necromancer, and all the necromancer did, and then as they get closer and they see Levi and everybody, he says, oh, and
They're all inside.
oh, they're all inside? Okay, so this doesn't have to happen yet. As he sees the inn in the front door, it suddenly pops into his mind about Levi, and he's like, and about some of the new responsibilities I took on. As he gives a nervous laugh.
What did you do?
I may have.
I really badly just want to have a trace go. So you know the birds and the bees. And just fucking joke with that.
Aster,
So-
looking like a child.
Imagine that.
This grown man, looking a bit like a child, all sheepishly, gets flustered a little as he's like, I may perhaps have, taken guardianship of a child?
You see her face drop, and she's like, and she looks at you blank face, and then it's just like, you what?
I found a lost boy. He had no parents. His parents, horrible people who ran off in the middle of us dealing with the necromancer, have not come back for him at all. Just left him here. And since then, I've been taking care of him. So I have become his guardian. Surprise!
Of course you would. You
He's a
sweet, soft, cinnamon roll of a fucking human being. Of fucking course you would adopt a random child off the street. As she just like has like her face on her hand on her face.
I can't leave him out in the cold, and you know that. My heart would not let me. But he's a sweet boy,
I know,
rambunctious.
but it's a case of a fucking course you would.
He's a sweet boy. His name's Levi. He's rambunctious, and I won't lie, has a little bit of a mouth, and is a bit rough around the edges, but he's a sweet boy. A kind boy. He's a good child. just a bit rowdy.
That's fair. Though I will say this. I've never felt so relaxed in so long.
Feel like a weight's been taken off your
It's been
shoulders now.
years. It feels like it's been years since I've been this relaxed.
You've always run yourself ragged. Thankfully, now you don't have to. You can relax. You can relax because now I can take care of myself. You don't have to worry so much.
Well, let's meet my new nephew.
Aster's really just like has this little shocked expression for a second as he's just like, oh yeah, he would be your nephew. Oh. This is gonna take some getting used to.
Yes, it will be.
Also, thank you for the hydrate, Milky.
I just
As
finished
you-
my drinks. Gosh, dang it. I can't hydrate.
Is okay, is okay. But
In fact, I've
and-
been hydrated as well.
You all make
I
it
have
to
this
the end. Also, here's a question, Draco. Is there a reason why Dyrax is a blur?
No, I was just putting him out of the scene. That way he wasn't
Get
distracted.
flipped, bro.
No, put him in the scene.
he can be in the
Have
inn.
him be a part of the scene.
He's part of this. He is also special.
Who,
Part of this.
who cares about this old man? This asshole just showed up to kill the necromancer.
Hot fish man.
We care about
Who
it.
the fuck is this fish man?
Sorry, my first instinct was to be
Okay,
like hot
fine.
fish man.
Anyways, y'all managed to get inside,
Ooh, fishman.
and I need to put them in the. I need to put Trixie and Katya in the inn as well.
I'll move them in.
As you three walk in, as you see at the booth, Earthriku and Catherine laying along the counter, no, sitting along the counter. Trixie and Katya behind the counter are bearing some food. Levi and Kane sitting at the table along with the captain and Dyrax, as you see a new figure that you have not seen yet. A particular fishman currently chatting with Levi, being like, as like Levi is just like, and they were like so boring. They kept making us stay at the tents for like risk of like zombies, but like you think like they would have like turned at that point after like 3 days. Like, what was the point? We could have been able to like run around at least a little bit. And it's like Otto's just like, I know. That would have been boring. Boring as all hell. And oh. As he sees the three of you.
Aster immediately gets all
Oh.
blushy but happy, and he waves to Otto. He's like, "Oh, wrong face." He's like, "Hi. It's good to see you again, Otto."
Hey. Welcome back, Princey.
He's the blush. He does not glow, but his face gets a little redder. He's like, "Princey, huh?" I like that nickname. He's and while he's blushing for a moment, he then turns to Levi and smiles and says, I see you're still complaining about the days you had to spend in the tent.
Yes. I have every right to be. I like running around. I don't like sitting in place. It's boring.
I can definitely tell. Levi, would you like to meet someone? Would you like to meet my sister?
That's your sister? I thought she looked kind of like your mom.
Aster's like, though I'll be honest, she's not. She's my sister, though. To be honest, she was practically the one that raised me, so you're not wrong to consider her my mother as well.
Grandmother.
As you see Aminta like walk over to Levi, and for the sake of placement, I'm gonna like move Otto a little bit, and she's like, "So, you're the boy that my brother found in a trash can." How much do you know?
Aster's just like, everything. I spared no detail.
Enough to call you a little raccoon as she picks him up by underneath the arms, and he's like, "Hey, no, let me go! I'm being a kid again." This is the 4th time.
Aster just says to Aminta, "Don't worry, the first few times were from Kane. You also get to meet," as he once again gets a nervous face, "my new pet as well. The shark pup right there is Kane. That's my pet."
You just see like Amenta just like, huh? Look at the ground, and then it's just like, what the fuck? As he like moving like Levi, and like back way. No, hey, yeah, I'm gonna like do this. Did. Okay, move away.
You can detach them.
There
you go, you're good. They're detached.
Yay. It's like Aminta's just like, what the fuck? As like she moves back with Levi still holding him.
It's okay. He's friendly. He especially
This thing
loves
looks
me.
like it went through the apocalypse.
He's probably, well, I don't know exactly what he went through, but he's not vicious. He actually is quite attached to me and Levi. Look, as Aster kneels down and says, "Come here, Kane." And, Kane comes over.
Okay. Still don't know how I feel about it, but okay.
Aster gives Kane
And
some
then-
pets. as he's trying dearly to get his sister to trust that it's okay and that Levi can be around him.
She will eventually set down Levi. Like I just imagine Otto just goes, if she doesn't like this one, imagine how. Oh, you're not gonna like the bigger ones. They get bigger.
Aster immediately like looks at Otto and is like, "Don't startle her. I was just getting her to be comfortable with Kane."
Sorry, it was a funny moment and I took it.
It's okay. It is funny. You just aren't the one that has to deal with it though, sir. As he gives him a little playful little shove.
Pokes him in the nose with his nail.
He's like, "My nose."
Oh, it's gonna be a fun time to hang around.
Well,
Yep.
as he gets all blushy, he's like, "Well, it certainly will, since I'm not going anywhere. I'm definitely staying here.
Then that'll continue to be good to hang around.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give this chance for Austin. If you wanna role play or anything, you can take over the scene. I've been dominated.
Oh no,
past few minutes.
Atreus fell asleep. Atreus fell asleep. He did.
Did he really fall asleep at the bar?
Totally no. He didn't. But Atreus pipes up. Atreus pipes up and says, "I'm staying for a couple of reasons."
What's your reason, big guy?
Speak up a little, Sonny.
What's your reason, big guy?
Jesus.
That might have been too close to the mic.
It was a tiny bit. But Atreus takes both his hands, points one at Asta and one at Catherine.
You actually see Aster go. You actually see Aster actually give a really soft smile. He's like, "Oh," because he realizes he's one of the reasons.
It was Catherine, dude.
Catherine blushes, and then Otto just goes, "Oh." When pointing at Catherine, and then he's just like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun to watch." If you want a good place to eat, there's a couple restaurants in Town Square for y'all to have your first date at. Before picking at his nails.
I think like Atreus gives him the hand of like it's like the hands out out front flat, and he just like moves it down. Just like, how about we slow it down a bit?
Fair enough.
But then looks over at Catherine and says, well, "It does sound good."
Yeah, it does. It does. Face still red.
Oh, yeah.
Is Catherine just getting perpetually higher in voice?
Yeah.
No, that's just me being goofy now because I realized that I can make the sound with his mic. It's just me being like.
I love the idea that her voice went unintentionally high a little bit there. Did it? Can we say that happened?
Yes.
That's funny.
That's fine. You just see Earthriku peeking around behind Catherine and giving a thumbs up.
I'm thinking, hang on, I'm sorry. I'm thinking, what the fuck is my mum yelling at the footy? Jesus Christ. I thought someone was dying in the lounge room. The football.
Jesus Christ.
But
As Earthriku just says, so if we're one big group of if this is one big happy family right now, can we do? As he
Jesus
holds
Christ.
it.
can we do what? Wait, you cut out. We heard nothing. If this is one big happy family,
Do a
can
group hug.
we do a group hug?
Yeah.
Aster's just like,
I mean,
I think that depends on if anyone's comfortable with that.
Otto proceeds to pick you up.
You just
Alrighty.
hear Aster
did?
immediately. Is he picked up? Like, how is he picked up?
Like in a way where it's like underneath your arms with like one hand underneath like your underneath your
Just
and like holding you like along his side.
Aster immediately is just like red in the face. He's like, he immediately just goes, ah! I'm gonna roll for wild magic. Yay! We got a 4. That means silly things happen.
I was praying that you like. I was like, fucking like, don't say it's a 1. The one time, do not say it's a 1.
Let me get the die. Let me get the D100. If it's not wholesome, let's not do it. I say this times for the sake of roleplay, let's keep this wholesome.
Yes.
It's a 6. I know it's gonna be silly because the first few are silly.
Why the bats?
Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
It's a 6. So small items around him.
Items around him begin to float up.
You just see all the cups, all the jars, the vases, the flowers, anything small start as Aster is glowing, start immediately floating. Anything that's not nailed down that is small starts floating as Aster's just like, ah, ah, ah.
But
Ricky just starts going, help.
The children float too.
but Otto, like with his free arm, is like, alrighty, we'll get in. We're doing a group hug.
I was just like, okay, I could do a group hug.
He also points and directs you two.
Uh-huh.
Trace. Trace just like grabs Catherine by the arm and just gently pulls her over.
Earthrico happily jumps in.
I imagine these two are just left on the bar.
They are. They're like kept safely on the bar with Katya. As everyone is brought into a lovely group hug. As
Aw.
it starts to pan out. Outside, slightly, over here, with the little green glowing snipper cub watching over the tavern before walking back towards the top of the mountain. As at the top of the mountain, you see a familiar face. A druid watching over everyone with a smile to her face, holding a small jar with a beating heart in it. And behind her resides a robed figure holding a large staff. As she says, to Iceland, your friends did very well. And you did well to show them a way to their success. But now, this story has ended, and a new one shall begin later on. As she looks towards the camera, or to the perspective of those viewers, as she look as she says, and to you all, have a good day and have a good night. May we see each other again. As it fades to black, as soon a little campfire appears, and next to it lays a storybook that its pages start to flip before closing, as it reads, The Lost Mines of Fendelver, as that is where the campaign shall end. Yay!
We finished
Alright.
it.
Yay!
But
And now,
that's not
Austin,
the end.
you have a surprise for us.
Austin
Yeah,
has a
now-
surprise for everyone.
Now, Cinna, please show the share screen on screen, please.
Yes, sir. Let me grab it. Give me 1 second. I gotta adjust it because I didn't know we were gonna do share screen. You didn't tell me how we were doing this.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, you kind of just are like, we're doing
Wait,
share
hang
screen
on.
now.
Hang on, wait. Before you. Sonny, you want to check off your camera so you don't accidentally dox yourself?
Yeah,
Yes.
turn your camera off.
Put that away.
Put that beautiful face away. Let me see.
I mean, you don't
Trying
need
to-
to lie to her face like.
Bro!
Bruh! That's your sister!
My brother! Why would you say that to me?
Yeah.
How dare you?
My brother!
Trying to.
What is this fucking knockoff Italian fucking Babada Boopy? It's a me, Mario.
It is actually
That
being
wasn't my
really.
intentional voice. That's your interpretation.
Wait, let me
Okay, go. Okay.
pull up something
think I
else where
got
I
it.
can.
Whoa.
I think
Yeah,
I
let
got
me
it.
pull up. Just a random. Let me pull up this. Can you see this?
Yes, I just
good.
literally got it pulled up. Give me a second.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Yeah, give a girl a moment. But yeah, it's
I'm
up on
giving the
screen
girl a
now.
moment. Chill. Okay. We ready?
Holy shit.
Let me make sure I got the volume up. Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
Oh, the art! I love it. I gotta move your foogie so they can properly read. Thank you, Ava. She never did. She never did. Aww, a man in the healed. Oh!
No, you really gotta love this next part.
You're gonna love this one. 17 years. Wait, is that animated? Holy shit, it's Levi! Holy shit! And it's Riku! They're animated! You animated them! Holy shit! Levi and Storm. Oh, you put.
And that's kind of
Dude, that's awesome! You
love
animated them! Wait, replay the animation scene again. I want to watch it just one more time.
God, that was the thing that I worked so hard on, but then it ended up being forever until the next session anyway.
The besties! Oh, my boy! I love that. Oh, that healed something in my heart. That gave me something I desperately needed in life. That was great. So I love at the end that you put their names. So for anybody who doesn't know, yes, I am playing Levi for the next campaign, and Austin is playing a character named Storm.
She's playing this. She's playing this motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm playing the boy. Austin, you did so good. I'm so proud of you. I didn't know you were doing that. That is so cool.
Even Sunny initially didn't know I was animating something until she showed her. She was like, "Wait a fuck a second."
That was so fucking
It's
cool.
so
You did so
cute.
good. That was so cute.
He's been working so hard on this video.
You worked
Yeah,
so
I
hard,
worked
and I can tell.
so fucking hard on this. Yet, when I was exporting the video yesterday, I noticed imperfections. Specifically, just wait a second. Just wait. You can see right fucking there for a second his fucking sleeve pops off.
It's okay. It's okay.
Little
It's
little
still
shit,
so
like
cool.
little shit like that, and I'm just like, no, I could have done better. But no, I'm happy with how it turned out. And then this is the main
But you
theme
did
for
fantastic.
Witchlight.
It's a carnival theme, and I love it. Believe me, animation's hard. Oh, yes, it is. But you guys do now get to know the two characters for Beyond the Witchlight. I'm playing Levi, Aster's adopted son, and Austin's playing a new character named Storm.
But I'm so happy. This is like literally my D&D baby. And it finished. I'm so happy for myself.
I'm so
I'm
happy.
You're crying.
Aww. Oh, hush up,
It's
Zeke.
okay, Sonny.
It's fine. But I want to say this, Sunny. Thank you for running this campaign. Thank you, because I know we had hurdles with things and schedules, and all that nice jazz that comes with D&D. But I appreciate so much that you ran this campaign and you did this on stream. I appreciate all the fun we had with everything. It was amazing. I also would
I
like to
wanted to
thank.
give you all something that you could remember.
I'm definitely
Something
gonna
that you
remember
could-
this.
I'm gonna play this part again.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna remember. Trust me, I'll remember.
The art was made by the lovely Nanako.
Yes.
It
This-
says up here.
Yeah, but you can't see the name Nanako.
Because you put it white
Oh,
on white,
is
my
that cut-
dude.
No, it's in a black background.
You need a
It's not
darker
background.
black
Oh, wait.
background.
Oh wait, no. Hang on. Let me.
Uh,
But it's so
Then-
beautiful.
That
And
should look a little better on stream because I
I
was
got
doing
to
it on my
make
main monitor at
something
HDR.
and be proud of it.
Yeah. Be proud. You worked hard and it's beautiful. And yes, the lovely art was made by Nanako. But Sunny, thank you again. And thank you to my fellow players here, Draco and Austin. Draco, thank you for coming in when we lost players, even though it was really at the end of the campaign. I do appreciate it. I am very happy I got to play with you.
Oh, that's no problem. I mean, you needed a spot filled. I had the time, and honestly, this has kind of been a small dream come true for me.
I also am excited to say Draco will be in Beyond the Witchlight. Draco will
And
be
as well as,
staying.
I'm gonna do something, Rosa. I'm gonna do something with for you real quick, just for the funnies.
But
Oh dear God.
Draco will be in the next campaign. He is staying. You will get more Draco content because he is just that amazing.
Rosa, I invited you to the server. I invited you to the server. Join in PC so we can do
Yeah, they
something that
somehow guessed put themselves into thinking I'm.
Oh
better
yeah, and now
But I mean,
you. But before Rosa joins us, I say thank you, Austin, for joining as well. I know this is your first time playing D&D, and I appreciate you hanging out, bestie. I enjoy playing with you, and I love it. You did amazing for your first D&D playthrough. You played Atreus well. You did
And-
wonderful with the role play, and you were just so fun to play with. Thank you, Austin.
But
Thank you.
also, we have another new guest that we're gonna invite, and dramatic pause for a second.
We do have somebody else
Drama.
that's coming on. Because guess what? We also have somebody else who will be joining us for the Beyond the Witchlight campaign. They're in chat, actually.
Introducing the new character and new player to the group, Rosa.
Hello. Hi.
Yo! Let me get... I don't have a Fugi for Rosa up, but know that Rosa's in here. But Rosa will be joining for
Yep, you
Beyond
can see
the
my little
Witchlight.
face.
No face right there. But
Yes.
Rosa will also be joining us for Beyond the Witchlight. Rosa will also be joining us. So new players, new characters, with a few familiar ones that have changed a little.
Uh-huh. And as well as something that I get to announce because I wanted to know it, and I know the people, I think, I don't know, some of the people in here will get to have fun with it. I like in the campaign when I manage to get little cameos of our friends being voiced. I'm getting a lot more of those by people who
Hell yeah.
some may recognize, some may not. But I'm getting more friends to do my project, help me with my project, and I'm being proud of it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been getting people. We're all doing a little bit of art to help along with it too. And I'm hoping
Yep.
when we do start this new campaign, I will have a special little overlay for us for for Beyond the Witchlight. So that we will finally have a little overlay for our little D&D streams.
Hopefully.
The goal is hopefully.
Here's a question: how old is this one?
But
Now I'm just
yes,
looking through my old version for the song.
that's the big.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Well, enough of the music because I
Yeah,
gotta
but
talk to chat. They gotta be able to hear me.
That's fair enough.
thank you everyone for watching my world be displayed in front of y'all.
Aww.
Aww.
Thank you, Sunny, for a
Oh.
wonderful campaign. We loved it. Thank you, everybody, for your patience because I know we weren't able to do this every week like we wanted to. And we know there were hurdles and stuff, and we lost people because, responsibilities and life stuff. But we appreciate everybody who stuck around and has watched the full series. I'm going to put the full series on the VOD channel. So you will get to see that. I will make sure all the videos are up tomorrow on the VOD's channel, on my VOD's channel. So anybody who missed anything, didn't get to see the full campaign, you will be able to see it there. Thank you for enjoying the campaign and everything and supporting it. We know it's been a bit scuff and everything, but we really did enjoy it. I love being able to play with my friends and roleplay, and I'm excited to continue doing that with the next campaign.
But thank you everyone. I'm so happy and so proud. Not of just myself, but of everyone who participated. Because they got to help me make a great story. Sure, yes, there were bumps in the road. Whether that be scheduling, IRL problems, and many more. I got to build something with my friends. Friends that are very close to me.
And it was beautiful, Sunny. I love this campaign. You made it so fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. And that includes the audience.
Yes, that includes you too, chat. Everybody in chat, whether you've been here for all of them or maybe one D&D stream, or if you plan to be here for more in the future, I just want to say thank you for the support for all this. We truly do appreciate it. And with that, I think it's time to call it a night, don't you?
I think so too.
Let's see who this cinnamon roll can send her little sweet rolls off to. Let's see.
Let's find out.
I will send
Yeah.
you guys off to who is live currently. I will send you guys off to Miss Scarlet Rose. She is playing Dungeons and Dragons as we were. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Have a wonderful night, day, evening, afternoon, whatever time may be for you. And I will see you guys. Well, sadly, actually, I should cancel the raid real quick for a moment because I do have one announcement. I will not be here all of next week. I know, shocker of the century. But I do need a week off. I've been very stressed lately, and I do need a bit of a week break. So next week, I will actually be
Yeah.
gone. So I'm taking the week off next week, but I will be back the week after. Senna just needs a little week off. That's it. So yeah, that's the announcement. I'll make the announcement again in the Discord later, probably tomorrow. And since it's so late tonight, and I don't want to wake people up with a ping. But yeah, I will be back the week after next week because next week I'm just gonna relax. So yeah, everybody. Let me start the raid back up again. And thank you, Ava, for putting the raid message. Everybody, have a wonderful night, day, evening, afternoon, whatever time may be for you. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you for supporting this campaign and Sunny
Bye.
and my beautiful friends.
See ya, everyone.
And thank you again, my wonderful friends,
Yeah.
for joining me for this fun ride. And I look forward to having you join me for even more fun D&D rides. Rosa and Draco, I'm looking at you too.
God, I have so much art to work on before that starts. Ah,
You gotta get that done. You gotta get it done. Because I gotta get mine done
I
too.
know. I
But
can at least see the main characters done. That I can at least say.
Yeah.
That's good.
Me
good.
Henry sweating.
So with that, bye bye everyone. Bye bye.